Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. It's our 20th week of GWA action in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out in VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us, and hope the day finds you well. Alright, as is customary now, I have taken the liberty of prepping the first card to speed things along here. Let me double check that. Yes, I have no contract to offer. We have a new stable that's debuting at our event. More on that as we proceed here. Yeah, I can tell by my expenses everything's done. Are the NWA representative cancelled? Wow. Well, can't have that happen. I surely can't have that happen on our premiere event. Out of the goodness and greatness of my heart, I'm doing my best to make amends, allowing representatives of MLW and GWA to show up and take their belts back. You cannot, look at this, you cannot no-show these events, Allison, I think it's Allison Kay. She's also the NWA light heavyweight champion. Why are you no-showing? We have a good relationship. Why are you souring it? Come on. There we go. Everyone show up for work? Everybody shows up for work. Now we can save. Yikes. I'll not have you do that to the fans. Alright, so we have some non-title matches, of course, to fill out the card. And we have a lot of titles to defend as per usual. So getting us started here, I believe we have a Camp Firefly versus Industry six-person tag team matchup. Let's get down to the ring. We'll sort this out as our referee does. As always, senior official Mr. Bigfoot will be calling the action. Or will be in charge of the action. I suppose I'll be calling it. Here from the commentation station, as you see Thomas Walker and Alex Zane squaring off. Seems we have all the junior members of Camp Firefly in this one on their side. Alex Zane's solo darling. And Darby Allin, the reigning and defending NXT champion. On the side of Camp Firefly, opposing the Industry's Thomas Walker. And then you see David Houston in the customary red, and Matt Robinson in the teal. Alex Zane showing some quickness to duck under there. Nice enziguri. Wrong part of town, though. And as Thomas Walker is able to quickly tag out there to David Houston and get a fresh person into the matchup. Any member of the Industry would be happy to earn themselves a title shot against Darby Allin in the NXT title. I have a feeling that should the Industry side win, whomever gets the pinfall might very well get that opportunity in next month's show. Off the ropes comes Houston. Big drop kick, trying to smear the face paint off of the NXT champion Darby Allin. Former GWA champion in his own right. Now holding the second most prestigious heavyweight title here in the GWA, that of the NXT Championship caliber belt. That I'm sure he's turned into a skateboard by now. Matt Robinson in fresh for the Industry side of things. Trying to stop Darby Allin from tagging the fresh man or woman, depending on who we tag. Robinson strangely repositioning Darby Allin closer to one set of ropes than the other for that Boston Crab. Darby able to escape, create some space to tag in Solo Darling. Now a bit of cat and mouse with Matt Robinson. Tried to get him stuck on the floor there, but Alex Zane didn't drop off the apron to help them out. A bit of miscommunication there. Lamahi Straw, no count. Says referee Senor Sasquatch. So Darling now. Showing that power game off. Look at that. Countering the suplex of Big Matt Robinson. Getting him over with ease. A lot of power in the legs of Solo Darling. Despite being taller than a stack of pancakes, I believe she's billed as. Oh no. A wicked dragon sleeper now. Easily able to evade it. A Solo Darling, but quick to make a tag, and smartly. Out to Alex Zane. David Houston momentarily confused. So who the leader competitor is. Loses a chop battle to Zane. Beautiful 630 senton to David Houston in the right part of town. 1, 2. Solid 2 count. Looks like the industry members there had every faith in David Houston's ability to kick out. Don't know about now though. Too close to the ropes. A couple more sentons and then a 450 doesn't get the job done. Too close to the ropes, unfortunately. Alex Zane on a roll though. Look at that. Creative head scissors. Taking David Houston back to the center of the ring. Taco driver. 1, 2. Oh. Thomas Walker barely able to make the save in time for his team. Industry's David Houston in trouble now. Smartly tags out to the aforementioned Walker. Alex Zane now. Getting some space and tagging out to Darby Allin. No doubt captaining this squad. Camp Firefly. Don't know whom amongst the industry is captaining their squad. I'm sure you'll get 3 different answers. Walker missing a big elbow drop. Darby Allin, of course, will be looking for that coffin drop of his own in his own right. Once he gets you positioned in the corner there. The no-look dive off the top. Not the largest competitors, Darby Allin, so they hurl everything they have at you with most of their most effective offense. Boston Crab attempt easily broken up there amongst Camp Firefly members, and now Alex Zane and Matt Robinson are your illegal fighters. Off the ropes we go. Big knee that Matt Robinson just absorbs. Big knee to the chest there. Messes up the timing on the follow-up. Tries to get Alex Zane in his corner. Back off the ropes again. Nope, just bullies him over. Matt Robinson having enough of the shenanigans, just laying in forearms here. Back and forth they go. Trading strikes and submissions now. Nice snap suplex, but that actually helps out Matt Robinson, getting him closer to his own teammates. As you see Zane having to reposition him right away, costing him valuable time. Allowing Robinson to recover here. Solo Darling now tagged in. In an immediate strike battle that she loses to Matt Robinson. Off the top he comes. Misses a big diving elbow. Just a 1 count for Solo. She follows up with the pin. In the corner goes Robinson. Deals with Solo Darling, but he's not focusing on the legal threats. Alex Zane back to Thomas Walker. David Houston still out on the apron. After that flurry from Alex Zane, and they tagged out a couple minutes ago. 1. Just a 1. Hasn't seen action for the industry side since then, has David Houston. Now Thomas Walker, that's just a blatant choke, ref. I know he has till 5, but in some of these instances, I feel like an immediate disqualification is called for. Off the top we go. A beautiful head scissor takeover into the center of the ring and back into a Boston Crab. Sound submission strategy there. Oh, Alex Zane tastes of his own medicine with the Boston Crab from Matt Robinson. Meanwhile, Solo Darling with Thomas Walker all tied up. And now we see David Houston again. Oh, immediately it's a stunner. Zane now. Pump handle slam. Another head scissor takeover. David Houston having no answer for Alex Zane to this point. Oh, pop up. Hurricane Rana into a roll up. Easily broken up at 1 by Solo Darling there. As we got a moment of chaos, allowing both competitors to make fresh tags. Now we have Thomas Walker and Darby Allin continuing the fight for both sides here. Camp Firefly versus Industry in this 6-person tag team extravaganza. Off the top comes Thomas Walker with a big diving elbow into a pin immediately. Camp Firefly quickly over to break that up. Now we see Thomas Walker more likely to tag Matt Robinson, it seems, as they have been championship tag team partners before here in the GWA. Nothing wrong with that. Sit out. Dominator from Matt Robinson. Oh, big spin kick there. Darby unable to recover in time. Oh, brains further scrambled with that knee to the side of the head. Roll through into an armbar. That could do it. Alex Zane quickly over. Break that submission attempt. Anything here in the late stages as we pass the 20-minute mark. Hang on, we got a roll up. Just a 1 count though. Darby Allin quick to make the tag out after the kick out from Matt Robinson. Excellent strategy there from Camp Firefly, trying to confuse their opponents with Matt Robinson. Bit of time to adapt. Tagging out, as we said, former championship partner Thomas Walker. We are 20 minutes plus here in this 6-person tag. A lot of factions gunning for supremacy here in the GWA, and we have a new one to introduce tonight. Oh, nice spinning neckbreaker there from Solo Darling. Spear! Thomas Walker, running scared, tags out to Matt Robinson. Double powerbomb. It's a fine how do you do on the way out to the apron. Off the ropes goes Solo. Big knee to the midsection from Matt Robinson. Drags her away from the ropes. Knee to the side of the head. Almost woke her up there. She's starting to try to scramble back to her corner, but Matt Robinson cuts her off and says that's it. Don't know what he had in mind there. As Solo counters and is able to tag out to Alex Zane, and a double powerbomb from Solo here to Matt Robinson on the way out to the apron. Turnabout is fair play there. As we see more of this snappy offensive Alex Zane. Drop kicks, head scissors. Very speedy and limber competitor. Off the ropes again. A big drop kick to the face. Unfortunately, that took more out of Alex Zane than Matt Robinson, it seems. As Robinson's able to make the tag. Another double team powerbomb, and Thomas Walker's feeling it with a quick show-off backflip. Oh, Ushigoroshi in the corner of the industry, drags him away from the ropes and hooks the leg deep. 1, 2. That almost ended the night of Alex Zane, but he's able to kick out at 2.9. In a bit of serious trouble here is Alex Zane as Thomas Walker follows up with a drop kick but misses that roll-up attempt. Big pump handle slam from Alex Zane, waiting for Thomas Walker to stand here. Missile drop kick to the chest. Takes the time to stand Thomas Walker up. Tactic works though as Walker falls him into the corner where he makes a tag to Darby Allin. Darby Allin and Thomas Walker now legal. Big black hole slam from Thomas Walker. Drops the NXT champion. Thomas Walker says that's it. Looking to drop another elbow perhaps. No, big frog splash. Wrong part of town though. Camp Firefly easily able to come in and break up that pin attempt. Off the ropes he goes. Running, diving, European uppercut under the chin of Darby Allin. Thomas Walker thinks better of things. Seeing the fire in Darby Allin's eyes when he stands up, tags out to Matt Robinson. Code red. Code red. Just a 1 count though as David Houston breaks up the pin. We're nearing 30 minutes now, and nothing has been settled at all. Matt Robinson and Darby Allin battling towards the center of the ring. Darby Allin with with a straight drop kick to the chest, winning that strike exchange, but unfortunately not the first to rise. Able to make a tag out to Solo Darling though, as we now have Darling and Robinson. Your legal fighters. See Robinson there just muscling Solo Darling back to the industry corner. Drops a big elbow to the back. Huge clothesline puts her down. Knee to the side of the head. Sit out Dominator. Matt Robinson putting on a show here. Thinks this is it. Tags out to David Houston. Solo starting to fight back. Into a strike battle with David Houston. Big headbutt there from Solo, wins that fight. Able to tag out to Alex Zane there. Solo will have some time to recover on the apron. Alex Zane up the top quickly. Whoa! Harlem hangover. And then drags Houston away from the ropes. 2. 2 count to David Houston there, says the senior referee, Mr. Bigfoot. Another pump handle slam from Alex Zane. Catching David Houston into a leg submission, and that'll do it! That'll do it! Alex Zane of Camp Firefly sealing the deal. David Houston, no choice but to tap out after 30 minutes of punishment on all sides. Your winner is the team of Alex Zane, Darby Allin, and Solo Darling representing Camp Firefly, taking down the industry here in our opening contest. 6-person tag team action. A lively one to start things off. Okay, and as a result of that, Camp Firefly winning, I feel like Darby Allin now gets to choose their own opponent. Okay, so let me just make a note of that. Alright, now for the first of many title matches on the night, the returning Shane Taylor. Set for one-on-one action with Kota Ibushi in defense of their GCW Heavyweight Championship. Let's get straight to the action. As you see once again, the creature on feature, senior referee Mr. Bigfoot. As we said, Shane Taylor coming back for another injury. Took a few months off to heal a battered neck. Kota Ibushi will of course be targeting that mercilessly with that Kamigoye knee strike. Most of Kota Ibushi's offense targeting the head and neck. As you see there, big knee across the throat of the championship challenger, Shane Taylor, here in this GCW title match. One count, says senior official Mr. Bigfoot. I'm sure the disparity in weight there between challenger and champion played into that early one count, as we were only 2 minutes into this match. Both men looking to establish themselves early on, exploit any weaknesses they find.
Give up.
Ooh, nice to see you. Hope you're having a lovely day. You're just in time for our first championship match of the afternoon. Kota Ibushi in white, defending against Shane Taylor in black and blue. As you see Kota there, with a nice flipping drop kick, felling the bigger man. Kota running off the ropes now. Oh, didn't have time to get off what he wanted, but able to center Shane Taylor again with that head scissor takeover. Counter that time into a powerbomb from Taylor. Senior official Mr. Bigfoot renders the 2 count there, looking for 3. We would have had ourselves a new GCW champion. Shane Taylor going to work, trying to exploit that offensive advantage. Keep the momentum rolling. Big clothesline. 2. Another 2 count. Things starting to heat up now. Impressive display of power there from the champion. Easily body slamming Shane Taylor, the much larger challenger. Oh, nice strike combo there. Momentarily dazes Shane Taylor, but he's able to recover. Send Kota Ibushi to the floor, and we got to remind you there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor here in the GWA. That's right, once you venture down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, bad things can happen. Oh, you don't have to tell Shane Taylor about it, as another strike combination fells him that time. Kota Ibushi rolling back into the ring. Both men catching their breath now. Sort of resetting things, and we are set to go. Ibushi there signaling for the Kamigoye knee strike. Shane Taylor able to shrug him off. Might have telegraphed it a little loud, saying, "This is it. Here it comes. Boom! Kamigoye into the face of Shane Taylor. 1, 2, no!" Shane Taylor strongly kicks out a 2 and responds with a snap suplex. Bring it on, he says. Plenty left in the tank for the challenger. Dropping a heavy knee across the throat of Kota Ibushi. Flipping drop kick to the challenger Taylor now. Champion looking to put him away. Already hit him with one finish. Big golden star powerbomb. 1, 2, no! Almost, but not quite. Dork chop, what's going on, buddy? Golden star powerbomb again from Kota Ibushi, but Shane Taylor able to grab that bottom rope. Kota going to make short work of the challenger here in defense of their GCW belt. Shane Taylor returning to GWA action. There it is! Taylor made in the corner! But Taylor unable to make a pin attempt right away. Drags Kota Ibushi away from the ropes though. 1, 2... No! Not enough to put away the champ. Ibushi now going to work on the midsection of Shane Taylor. Vicious kicks to the corner. Shane Taylor trying to fight his way out of it. Back and forth they go. Oh, vicious kick to the side of the head. Down goes Taylor. Into the corner now. Taylor creating some space, sends Ibushi to the floor. Follows the champion out. I don't know how wise this is. You can see Taylor sucking wind at this point. Taking his time. Gonna try to get his breath back out here in no man's land. Oh, a big left hand from Kota Ibushi. Now both men able to take a bit of a breather, and we reset again at about the 14-minute mark. Seems every 7 minutes. Oh my God, spikes him on the top of his head with a Frankensteiner and then tries to kick it clean off his shoulders. Shane Taylor running on fumes here. Kota Ibushi looking to put him away. Tex, I feel you. I watched that. I felt the same way about the G1. It was fine, but I found most of New Japan's been fine this year. Another Golden Star powerbomb, too close to the ropes again. You can see the fatigue starting to set in for both men. Kamigoye knee strike, just like that, but Kota Ibushi says that's not enough. Pele kick there to the back of the head. Shane Taylor's back up and a big right hand from Shane Taylor. One-shotting one another with these punches back and forth, KO shots. Lesser men would have been knocked unconscious on both sides here as Kota Ibushi awaits Shane Taylor to rise. Big clothesline off the ropes there. Taylor barely has anything left. Another Pele kick, this time to the face. Kota Ibushi trying to steal his air, grant that oxygen with those mid kicks. Just bodily thrown to the canvas there so Shane Taylor can get his breath back. Kota Ibushi strikes in bunches. Shote, palm strike, under the chin. Kick to the side of the head. Poison Rana. Shane Taylor pops right back up and decks Kota Ibushi. Taylor made. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Both men now sensing victory. Could go either way here as we approach 20 minutes in this GCW title match. Shane Taylor winning that strike battle with a clothesline, but both men down. Champion up first. Golden Star Powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Kota Ibushi retains. What a match. Hey Bailey, nice to see you. I think it's great that Spam initially started slightly mocking the amount of wrestling fans in the Chop House, and seems like is now a convert. Woo! Title defense. Congrats, Kota. GCW Championship is our championship that we defend monthly. Well, at least the one that's remaining within the promotion that we will defend monthly. Speaking of non-promotional titles, NWA champion Daichi Hashimoto, representing the Dragon Dojo here in the GWA, always has an open challenge for any NWA competitor to come in and take the belt. This month answered by Allison Kay, reigning and defending. Currently the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion of the world, is now hoping to unite that with the Heavyweight Championship and bring the NWA title back to the promotion before it falls apart. I had to start this event 4 times before Allison Kay would show up for work. Let's see what she does in the title match against Daichi Hashimoto. That's a pretty good Allison Kay. I hadn't really looked at it before. Oh, it's got the streak in the hair and everything. Kudos to the creator, who I'm assuming is the Avenger 3, because 90% of the edits from the Steam Workshop had that tag on them, and kudos to them for their production in general. Like, that's right. We're all about anti-robbery here. We're trying to give back to the NWA. In fact, we had to convince Allison Kay to show up here to give herself the opportunity to earn the title back to the NWA. I can't just give it back, or else I would. Allison Kay here trying to do what Nick Aldis, Eddie Kingston, and Scott Steiner before her have not been able to do, and that is wrest the NWA title away from Daichi Hashimoto. What I must say is, seems to be learning a lot from facing all this varied and international competition, both in and amongst the GWA roster, and now with all these friends coming in from the NWA. A very proud champion and a proud member of the Dragon Dojo is Daichi Hashimoto. He employs a series of devastating kicks, and will be looking for that dangerous DDT to finish Allison off. Recover here. Senior official Mr. Bigfoot renders a 2 count. Our first of the matchup. Got a 2 already in the early going. Champion Daichi Hashimoto looking to be in firm control so far. Suplexing Allison Kay out of the ring and just waiting in the center. Great sportsmanship shown there by the champion, but I don't know. Had the situation been reversed, and had he been on the receiving end of punishment for 5 minutes, he'd be quite so sportsmanlike. Big leg Larry to the back of the head there. Oh, bicycle kick to the face of Allison Kay. As we said, Hashimoto in firm control. Getting all of these strikes off in bunches. Allison Kay hanging on by a thread here. Unable to get any offense going. Off the ropes we go. Big knee to the face. 1, 2. Almost puts Allison away. Buzzsaw kick. Side of the head. Hooks the leg again. 2. As we said, by a thread is Allison Kay. Daichi looking for that knockout shot. Big missile drop kick to the chest there. Drags her towards the center of the ring. Off the ropes he goes. Misses a leg lariat there. Allison Kay scrambling for any sort of offense, or at least something to halt the momentum of champion Daichi Hashimoto, as it has been all champion as we approach the 8.5 minute mark here. Big DDT there. Dropping Allison on the crown of her head. Looking to be crowned NWA champion is Allison Kay. If so, she's got to get out of first gear here. Now we start a little something. Clothesline to the back of the head into an arm bar. Always smart to ground your opponent, or plant them on top of their head, as Daichi is continually doing. Big knee to the face there. Hooks the leg. Kick out at 2 for Allison Kay. Bailey, you will see the current and reigning GWA champion defending their title in the main event of this first card, so stay tuned and you'll find out who the champ is. Spoiler. Well, I'll just tell you, it's Bray Wyatt. Spoiler. It's Bray Wyatt. And what a match. You should go back and treat yourself. It was about 25 minutes. Real barn burner. Allison Kay here, showing incredible resilience and heart. Lesser athletes would have been knocked out 5 minutes ago. As you see her slowly picking away at the advantage the champion holds. May have tired himself out, hoping on the challenger for the opening 10 minutes. As Allison Kay now rocking and rolling with these neck breakers. The elbow to the face there drops the champ. Oh, Daichi getting things back on track with another big old DDT off the ropes. Huge knee to the face. Unable to make the cover as Kay is popped right back up. Another DDT. You gotta worry about cumulative damage in instances like this. Only so many times you can be dropped on your head. Back and forth they go. Oh, Allison Kay with the rolling clothesline out of nowhere, winning that strike battle, dragging Daichi away from the ropes, but he's back up. Small package from Allison Kay. 1, 2. Only a 2. Into the corner now. Hashimoto shoved to the canvas. Allison drags him away, elbows him back to the mat, trying to get in position for something here. Oh, big follow-away slam into the corner there. So you see it look to hurt the back there of Hashimoto, having to take a bit of a breather. Going to work on the arm now of Allison Kay. Off the ropes. Oh, big leg Larry to the face. Kay pops right back up though. Buzzsaw kick should keep her down. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Daichi Hashimoto knocks out Allison Kay. Just after 16 minutes passed. Retaining the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It remains with the GWA for now. A thrilling title defense. Shook hands after the match and everything. You know, they do that thing where they raise each other's arms. Big round of applause for Allison Kay, even though she's devastated that she couldn't bring the title back to her home promotion. Every month that you can't bring the title back to your home promotion, guys and girls, is another month that you risk, like, literally ceasing to be. But that was the best fight that Daichi's had in defense of that title so far. And their roster is pretty tiny. So I suspect Allison Kay might get a rematch before long, unless someone else is able to take that title. Speaking of, we have a friend in from Major League Wrestling. Brian Pillman Jr. is here to face the Hollywood hunk, Jack Howard, the leader of the industry, in defense of their MLW title. We have another friendo coming in to try to take the belt back where it belongs. Jack Howard, of course, is going to be holding onto this belt with both hands, as it affords him and the industry more exposure. I gotta say, Bailey, there have been a couple of promotions so far that have shut down, and I did very much feel it, which is why I started to try to reverse this process. I did start to feel bad. And yeah, the blood is definitely on my hands. I'm doing my best to help them out, though. Brian Pillman Jr. This is a nice looking edit, by the way. It's got the mullet and everything. He's going to do their best to bring the MLW title back to Major League Wrestling. Jack Howard's going to have something to say about it. Quick 1 count now. Battle of the Mullets. Brian Pillman Jr. I don't know what their finisher is. I don't know much about these foreign competitors, let's call them, these bonus talent coming in. That's a fault of my own. I should probably do some more research. I know for a fact Jack Howard loves that TKO. He uses it to set up for his devastating package pile drive finish. I'm assuming Brian Pillman Jr. doesn't use the Pillmanizer, which is that ankle-breaking chair move. Maybe a diving crossbody like his dad used to use? DDT variation like his papa used to use? Can't wait to see what the young man brings to the table. Devastating brainbuster there from Jack Howard, though. No slouch himself. One of the stalwart competitors here in the GWA on our very first show. He's missed very few of them. Only has to take time off when his body can no longer perform at the level he deems fit for competition. Formed the industry when he was tired of so many non-originals coming in to take roster spots. Mind you, we just expanded our roster. Everyone has their own spot. doing everything he can to hold on to the one piece of gold I believe the industry is currently in possession of, that being the MLW Championship. Meanwhile, Brian Pillman Jr., whom I just watched on an episode of Fusion last night, looking to bring that title back. 2 count there for Jack Howard. Yeah, it is the only title currently in possession of the industry. According to my records, nice follow-away slam there from the Hollywood Hunk. Stiff kick to the chest into a 1 count. Stiff boot to the face there in response from Jack Howard, who appeals to the crowd afterwards, asking them which one they like better. Brian Pillman Jr. taking exception to that. Oh, but eats a big spine buster. That is correct. MLW is on YouTube. They just posted their first new episode of their flagship show, Fusion, in like 6 months or so. All title matches, or all title competitors, at least. No crowd, but didn't seem lifeless like that. Like can happen in that situation. Oh, here it is, package pile driver out of Jack Howard, unable to make the cover right away. Both men up at the same time, actually. Pillman into a reversal, sends Howard in the corner, driving these shoulders in. Pillman doing everything he can to prevent a pin attempt or a follow-up to that package pile driver from Jack Howard. Luckily, that float over butterfly with the bridge was too close to the ropes. Pillman Jr. able to reach out a toe there. Shinbreaker now from the son of the loose cannon. Oh, nice clothesline there as you saw Jack Howard looking real wobbly as he stood up. Oh yeah, the plan is these 2 championship belts that we're trying to give back. No matter how beat up the champions get in retention, they are defending those titles until someone comes in and beats them. That's the plan. The sooner the better, though, for the sake of the organizations. As you see Brian Pillman Jr. now starting to build a bit of momentum here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Powerbomb into the turnbuckle, like for reals this time from Jack Howard. Might be looking for those rolling Germans. It has not worked so far. Well, we had the Noah Championship only for the one show because Go Shiozaki, bless their heart, got the belt back. Oh! Avalanche powerbomb from Jack Howard. But since then, no, but we've been treated to some fantastic matches that are raising the profile of the promotion that we're trying to aid, but not quite as much as the profile would be raised as returning their belt to their promotion would be. I leave it in their hands. Brian Pillman Jr. feeling it now as he's got Jack Howard rocking and reeling. Finish him off, Pillman Jr. Hit him with the your patented finishing maneuver. Up goes Howard. Drops that fist to the lower back. Usually he punches them in the glutes, but went for the lower back that time. Swinging neckbreaker in response from Pillman Jr. Taking a bit of a breather there. Eats a DDT for his troubles. Howard looking to get back on track. Rolling Germans. He's going to end these facing the proper way. Into the cover. 1, 2. Pillman out at 2. Into a TKO. Howard looking to finish him off. DDT from Pillman. Dragging Howard away from the ropes this time. Got in position for something. What's he got up his sleeve? Another chin breaker. Off the ropes goes Pillman. Clothesline down to the mat by Howard. Says this is it. Off the ropes he comes. Big scissor kick to the back of the head. Oh, kick to the ding-ding. I don't know if Mr. Bigfoot saw that. German suplex with a bridge. 2. No, Jack Howard out of 2.9. I thought that was it. Desperation DDT from the Hollywood Hunk against the son of the Hollywood Blonde. Package Package pile driver from Howard. Again, he can't make the cover. Pillman up first, but he's wobbly. Swinging neckbreaker from Brian Pillman Jr. Looking to finish Howard off. Throws him outside the ring to collect himself. Another big DDT to the champion. Into the cover. 1, 2. Just 2. Spinning power slam. 3. Jack Howard retains. Surprising. Brian Pillman Jr. with that power slam off the ropes. Right onto the Polar Bear logo of Shihoku Mart. And the MLW Championship stays in the GWA. They're getting closer and closer. Are these guest stars? They might do it next month. They just might do it. I really hope so. Let me just cross out Pillman Jr. unable to do it. My dream for the MLW one, at least, was for Davey Boy Smith Jr. to be healthy enough to come in and just beat the crap out of Jack Howard. I was expecting Eddie Kingston to be able to take the NWA title right away. So, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Alright. No rest for the weary. And we have more titles on defense. Coming up. In defense of the Stardom Heavyweight title that Walter beat Brock Lesnar for just last month. Walter is facing relative newcomer Karrion Kross. Yeah, I'm systematically going through pretty much everyone in the roster that will show up to try to claim their promotion's belt. That's accurate. That's why some people are going to be getting rematches soon, unless fortunes change. Karrion Kross looking to change the fortune of Dragon Dojo member Walter and take back, or earn themselves, excuse me, that Stardom Championship. Take away from Walter that Stardom Championship. We're looking to apply that. Both men employing the submission game as their chief finisher, the Gojira Clutch from Walter. Also uses a powerbomb variation. And a sleeper variation from Karrion Kross also uses a backdrop driver or a Saito suplex. Saito backdrop. As a power finish, or as an impact finish, let's call it. Pretty well stacked up are these two men. I'd actually like to see this happen in really real's life. This would be a good one. I would like to see what Karrion Kross would do without all the theatrics and hoopla, just getting in there with a real meat and potatoes grinder like a Walter. As much as I enjoy, and as much as everyone enjoys the entrance and the music and, you know, Scarlet and all that fun stuff, I've yet to see, like, you know, what Kross is all about in the ring, because unfortunately they were injured so soon after winning the championship. Yeah, I feel like on paper it sounds like a real slobber knocker, but I don't know. Like, it sounds like it would legit be a real good test for a Karrion Kross in the eyes of, like, the North American audience. You know what I mean? Because, like, he didn't actually wrestle that much in Impact when he was there. He did more contract negotiation than he did wrestling. And I obviously haven't seen much of his work in AAA, and he didn't do much in Lucha Underground under a mask. Walter there, I should point out, hitting that big power bomb fairly early and getting a 2 count. Going down to a sleeper now.
Give up. Give up.
Looking to slow things down. Yeah, exactly. There's still been a lot of build-up, but unfortunately, a lot of sizzle so far, and not a lot of opportunity to show the steak. Like, we've seen the menu, we've ordered it. Maybe we see it, like, when the wait staff goes in and out of the kitchen, you can see, like, the door flapping, and you can see them, like, kind of working on it, but it hasn't been plated, it hasn't quite been brought out yet. So I'm still skeptical as to its quality. I mean, I'm rooting for the guy. I don't want people to not be good. Walter here would just as soon he crumble before his might and let him retain his Stardom Championship. I don't think that's going to be the case. Nice suplex there from Walter. Oh, into the Gojira Clutch. There it is. Going to choke the life. Karrion Kross was able to escape here at the 7-minute mark. Walter feeling fairly confident, because once they're able to slap on a submission finisher like that, for him to go back to that fairly often until it does the trick. You see a big elbow to the back of the head, barely phased the champion. Back into a sleeper here. Gets his night butt pointed out there. There are ISP upgrades coming sometime this or next week. So just putting a little in-text apology in there. Hey, Juice. What's going on, buddy? Yes, indeed. Dynamite was great last night. They're really getting the handle on storytelling and especially uses of like outside videos and stuff to help flesh out their characters and things. Huge powerbomb on the floor. There's no countouts or disqualifications on the floor, or submissions for that matter. Walter just punishing the the challenger Karrion Kross with that big Godzilla clutch. Just showing Karrion what he's made of. Karrion in response, using his own sleeper. That's right, buddy. Death Triangle's back. I'm so excited. Oof, they're gonna tear the scene apart. First order business for them, I think, should be like Darby Allin should no longer be TNT champion. Death Triangle should like just pick rock, paper, scissors, one of the three of them. Just go take that belt. Just take it. You see Karrion Kross here, pouring it on, trying to earn themselves the Stardom belt. Walter trying to keep that belt with the Dragon Dojo. Big powerbomb folds him up. 1, 2. Almost puts Kross away. Huge lariat there. As you can see, Walter sucking wind. Kross is up but dazed. Walter off the ropes. Doesn't have enough to execute the move. Of the three of them, obviously, I want all the belts for Pac. He's so terrifying. And so good in the ring. Like, I buy him against any size or shape of competitor. I watch him wrestle a bear, like anything. And I would be worried for the bear. So of the three, first and foremost, all the belts for Pac, please. Walter here doing his best just to try to catch a breath. Karrion Kross pouring it on. As you can see, Walter, oh, big Olympic slam there from Kross. Sends Walter to the floor. That might work in Walter's advantage here. As you can see, him has a bit of a break. Gets a bit of a breather. Another huge powerbomb folds Kross up. 2, 3. Walter retains. Just wore the challenger down. A mighty battle indeed. But Walter comes out on top. Still your Stardom champion. Woo! We've, I don't want to jinx it, but I think so far we've been doing pretty well in the match quality. We are now halfway through the card. Coming up, we have Bronson's team, so that's obviously going to be Demon Club representation against Mustafa Ali. So that's just going to be a makeshift team. I don't even know. I booked this last night, and I can't remember. Let's find out who the Demon Club members are and who they're facing. Phoenix definitely has younger brother vibe, where Penta has older brother vibe. So I think people jive with that more. Both are good, but I prefer Penta as well. Overall. Like overall package and everything. More believable. Phoenix is more like dazzling in their moves, but that also like there's also a degree of believability that goes away at the same time. As you see Bronson Reed in there with Mustafa Ali now. In Mustafa Ali's corner looks like we have Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. Not a bad little team I got against the Demon Club members Bronson Reed. I believe Doc Gallows and Finn Balor are also represented, sort of the main squad here. Yeah, Penta El Zero M and Tony Storm, the only two members. Not repped at the moment, but that's because they have a tag title match coming up later. As we now see Bronson Reed and Samoa Joe going to work on one another. Yeah, there's a certain amount of Rey Fenix's offense that is a hurry up and wait scenario where the opponent has to pretend to be stunned for too long or wait for too long in one spot, kind of, you know what I mean? Or sort of that hand-holding lucha style where they do a lot of like stuff in and around the ropes and you're just like literally holding their hand like they're an excited toddler on the way to like preschool as they bounce along the ropes to eventually like flip you over. All that stuff about lucha that is dazzling to watch, don't get me wrong. Very impressive. But at the same time, is also kind of silly. That sort of aspect of the Rey Fenix like puts him below Penta for me, whereas Penta just beats the crap out of you as a wrestler. Yeah, a bit of a recoup match here for Roman. Yeah, from champion last month to hanging out with some friends, beating up on the Demon Club here.
5 minutes gone.
Yeah, it's much more of a dance than it is an athletic, straight-up competition. No offense to the fans of it, it's never really been my style. In certain situations, like when it's adapted, when they bring in elements from other forms of wrestling, one of which is like believability, then yeah. Like lucha aspects in other things, amazing, but like straight lucha is too much. It's good as a mix, not good on its own. Don't do shots of straight lucha is all I'm saying. I gave AAA's Triple Mania a shot for like 3 or 4 years in a row, by which I mean I legit bought it on pay-per-view, and every single time I was like, never again. This wasn't worth $3, let alone 10 times that amount. Bit of reset as the two gentlemen that started the match here, Mustafa Ali and Bronson Reed. Now squaring off, going blow for blow. One by Mustafa Ali into a cover. Just one. I'm senior official Mr. Bigfoot. I like programming these 6-person tags. It gives me a chance to just sort of shoot the breeze a little bit until things start to get hectic around the 15-minute mark. Oh, big muscle buster on the floor to Bronson Reed. That's the move that almost killed Tyson Kidd. Mustafa Ali. Oh, I was going to say with an impressive suplex on Doc Gallows, but Gallows easily able to counter there on the smaller Mustafa. On the floor, meanwhile, Roman Reigns with a big suplex on Finn Balor. Now they're double teaming. Bronson Reed gets a double powerbomb. Meanwhile, Gallows pulled Mustafa Ali in the ring, but I don't know who's legal, and neither does Mr. Bigfoot, it seems, so... See if we can get some semblance of order here. There we go, back to Bronson Reed and Mustafa Ali. Sit-out powerbomb from Bronson. Just a 2. I think Samoa Joe was able to break it up. Oh, 1916 to Mustafa Ali there from Finn Balor. I saw that. Mustafa Ali immediately tags out to Samoa Joe after that devastating maneuver. Oh, Bronson Reed gives him a big clothesline to think about too, before tagging out to Doc Gallows. Gallows and Samoa Joe now, your legal combatants. Gallows pole in the center of the ring. Mustafa quickly breaks it up. Tags out to the former champion Roman Reigns. Our longest reigning champion, no pun intended there. In the single reign, our most successful champion was just ended by Bray Wyatt last month. A new challenger in the main event, representing the new faction. Also debuting tonight. We'll see some of the members, not all 5, because I like to have 5-person factions. Big DDT to Roman there, who doesn't look all that out of place in the corner of the Demon Club. But apparently philosophically or otherwise, decided not to join them and instead remain a veritable freelancer, or at least a unaffiliated piece of talent here in the GWA. We have 5 stables. So we got 25 roster members in stables, and we have about 16 roster members not in stables. And Balor now setting up for a nice springboard. Drop kick to the back of the head of Roman Reigns. Devastating offense there from Prince Balor into a 1916, but Roman Reigns rolls through and pops right back up. Smartly, though, makes a tag out to the fresh man, Mustafa Ali in now. Roman's tough, but he's not dumb. Well, he hasn't been knocked stupid, at least. Off the ropes goes Mustafa Ali. Big spin kick to Finn Balor drops. The leader of the Demon Club. Tags out to Doc Gallows quickly. Thinking better of spending time in there with Mustafa Ali. Bring in the big man, Doc Gallows. Oh, and a big super kick there from Mustafa. Boom, the 054, but way too close to the corner. As the Demon Club easily there. Also, Doc Gallows able to grab the ropes. Ooh, not a bad idea on the doghouse. He's more of a tribal chief now, though. I have to do something, I feel like tribe-y, but that might be... I don't know. Dog pound. Have to find 2 more peeps. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Once I get the roster over 50, maybe I'll branch out into 6 tables. Mustafa Ali able to survive that onslaught from Doc Gallows and tag out to Samoa Joe here. Bit of a better matchup for that team side. Nope. Doc quickly tags out to Finn Balor. Start to see the strategy from the 2 teams here. Try to keep your opponents off their toes by who's legal and who is not. Oh gosh. Huge Uranagi there from Samoa Joe, but Finn Balor's up first but dazed. Gets suplexed back down by Joe, but rolls through it and hits a 1916 on Samoa Joe into the cover, 2! Joe powers out at 2. He said Bronson Reed running interference. As now Mustafa Ali has Finn Balor in his team's corner, allowing Samoa Joe enough time to recover and drop Finn Balor with a big clothesline. Rolls him over. Just muscling to the canvas now with his straight shots to the face. And the Coquina clutch. That's it. That's it. Demon Club defeated by Mustafa Ali, Roman Reigns, and Samoa Joe, this hodgepodge group of competitors. Roman Reigns going nuts now. What? Just running back and forth like a maniac. Feeling it after that big win. A stunning upset there as the Demon Club goes down. And now we see the rest of their team, Tony Storm and Penta El Zero M, about to defend their GWA Tag Team Championships against the leader of the new faction, Los Ricos, the Rich. Rey Mysterio has formed a stable and has plucked Roosh from Ring of Honor to join. So the 2 of them are pairing up to try to wrest the Tag Team Championships away from Tony Storm and Penta El Zero M momentarily. Let me just resave here real quick, and then we'll head down to the ring to see how this shakes out. The other members of this stable, by the way, let me just read the full roster of Los Ricos. Rey Mysterio, Roos, who you see in the ring there against Tony Storm. Shane Taylor, who we saw earlier, kept that under wraps, didn't mention that during his matches at all. Zeus, and AJ Styles. That's your Los Ricos. Dominic Mysterio is a character in the game. I haven't added them to the this universe yet, because you can actually individually add created wrestlers piecemeal, like as you develop them, type of thing. Oh, look at that Tranquilo pose out of Rouge. So they are part of the SmackDown roster in my game, but I haven't added them to the universe yet. So once I do that, they'll be available to be scouted, which means that yes, they will technically be available as a free agent at some point. Yeah, I thought a faction of more high-flying talent that were world class and were going to be paid as such. And that's why they're the Rich. Well, especially Ray. Sheesh. I'm sure he does quite well for himself. Like, I don't think like Dominic has to work, but you know, it's the family business and all. As you see all 4 competitors now on the floor. No countouts or disqualifications. Anything goes. We're waiting for things to settle down to getting Toni Storm and Roosh back into the ring, I believe. No small feat, it seems. As everyone's going hell-bent for leather here. Double suplex to Toni Storm. I feel like that's happening way too early, or way too often. The Nightbot timer. Let me turn that off. Oh! Tombstone reversed on the floor. Penta almost got dropped in his head, but managed to drop Roosh instead.
5 minutes gone.
They passed the 5-minute mark. Penta LZRM tagged in for the champs. Roosh able to tag in Rey Mysterio for the challenger side. Forgive me if it gets a little squidgy for a minute. As you see Rey Mysterio now, sending Penta off the ropes. Big wheelbarrow bulldog. A move used famously by both men. Bailey, unfortunately, we cannot. I wish we could do, because you can have 8 people in the match. There, as we see a wheelbarrow bulldog in response there from Penta. But no, unfortunately, we are limited to just having teams, like 1 team on either side. I would love to be able to do fatal 4-ways and so on and so forth. I would have triple threats, especially for the junior titles and stuff. Oh, I would love that. I would have elimination, triple threats, and fatal 4-ways all over the place. They are available in-game, but unfortunately they didn't port them into the promoter aspect of it. I also can't like book my own sort of bracketed tournament. I can do like a one-night single elimination, but I can't do like a G1 style in the promotion, but I could do it just in the game itself. Unfortunately. And I don't see it being patched in at any point, because I feel like they're pretty much done development of the sucker. Just like Toni Storm thinks Roosh is done there after that headbutt. But it is not to be. Just a 1 count there.
1, 2.
If the next WWE game is not Hot Fire Trash, well, maybe even if it is Hot Fire Trash and it's got a good universe mode and stuff, oh yeah, I'd be down for streaming that. I will be hopping back onto this generation of consoles. So yeah, I'd be down for that for sure. Especially with the current titles, you're going to get current edits and stuff. Hurricane driver there out of Penta. Right side of the ring, but Rey Mysterio using his speed and agility to get all the way over there to break up that. Backcracker from Penta though. Another 2 count. Oh yeah, I'll be trying all these newfangled wrestling games for sure. Penta making short work of Rey with that package pile driver, just trying to get Rey Mysterio out of his face. Mind your own business, Rey. Sling blade, but Roosh immediately pops right back up and tags Rey in. I don't know how wise that is. I don't know if Roosh saw Rey Mysterio take that package pile driver very recently. Oh, yes, I will for sure try that AEW game. I'm very interested in how that turns out, for sure. Jumping neckbreaker there from Rey. Backslide, rolls her over. It's a 2 count. Rolls her over again. Oh, almost does the trick that time. As you see Roosh getting a tombstone off that time on Penta LZRM. Rey Mysterio, master of a roll-up. Greatest counter wrestler in the history of the industry. Now that he's centered a faction around other wrestlers that aren't so wait-and-see as himself, perhaps he'll find some more success here in the GWA. He's hoping for an immediate boost of success here, partnering with Roosh tonight. Popular young athlete, formerly of the Ring of Honor promotion. Former Ring of Honor champion at that. Winning that battle, gets Penta with that super kick, 2. Luckily Tony's able to break up that pin, that could have done it. Drop kick to the back there. Roosh into the tombstone once more, center of the ring. Don't know quite what he had in mind to follow up with though. As Penta is going to try to break his back for him. Another tombstone. And then drags him away from the ropes. What's he setting up for here? Oh, just into a cover. 2. Ray cuts off Tony. 2.9 though. Penta able to power out. Ray running the smart interference there. That's what you want out of your tag team partner in a match like this. You see Penta able to kick out, able to recover, able to get Roosh into his corner. Tags into his championship partner, Toni Storm. Champions remain in control of this one. Great ring psychology there out of the representatives of the Demon Club. Hoping to keep the titles out of the hands of Los Ricos, new to the GWA. The Rich, looking to get richer. Into the cover goes Ray after that double team maneuver. Another 2 count. As we approach 20 minutes deep. Obviously Toni Storm and Penta El Zero M wouldn't quite know who to prepare for, as Ray was advertised as having a mystery partner up until the night of the event. Ray now going to work. You can see even when he tries to apply his offense, it's not the most devastating of maneuvers. Rolled up there by Toni Storm, though. 1, 2. Ray able to escape. Oh, into a double down. Penta thought he was helping his partner out, but Toni Storm didn't quite have the timing right on whatever she had planned there. Fortunately for her, able to make the tag out to Penta. Ray is still feeling a little bit loopy. Oh, off the ropes now. Into the 619. Into the cover. West Coast pop. 1, 2. Oh, wrong part of town as Toni Storm is just able to break that up. Ray able to hit his finish. Into the corner again. No. Penta with a package pile driver out of the corner. Ray's up first though and tags Roosh. What resilience. Oh, Roosh misses a move in the corner. 1, 2. Rey Mysterio had to go all the way across the ring to tag up. Had no chance to break up that pin. Lucky for him, though, Roosh able to power out at 2. Penta, if he'd hooked a leg, might have had him. Deadlift German into the corner, but too close to the ropes. See him snap it off there once he got Roosh hoisted up off the ground. Gut check time for Roosh, as Penta is rolling. Tags out to Toni Storm. That's an interesting strategy, but Roosh falls him into the corner, much to his own chagrin, as he eats another package pile driver. Olympic slam from Roosh. Amazingly, Toni Storm coming up on the... There we go. Back to square one. I was going to say coming up on the losing end of things here. I didn't want to jinx things as the match still continues. But unable to quite follow up on that offensive advantage that Penta laid down for her. Trying to hang in there. Try to get a tag back into her partner. Quick tags here from the champs when they can get them. No, Roosh able to fight free and tag in Ray. Alright, now we got Penta and Ray as our fresh competitors here. Big body press splash. Unable to get any count off of that, but another package pile driver to Ray in the champion's corners. Toni Storm's going to run interference here. 2, 3, that's it! That's it! Rey Mysterio and Los Ricos. An unsuccessful debut, falling to Penta El Zero M and Toni Storm in retention of the GWA titles. That's right, Spam. The senior official here in the GWA. When you stroll down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, the senior official is Mr. Bigfoot, Senior Sasquatch. They referee all our matches, and they do a fantastic job, and we couldn't be happier to have them. Coming up next, we have another friend in. This is a legitimate friendship. We're not doing anything evil to the Pro Wrestling Noah promotion. They're legitimately just nice to us, and one of their young stars, Kaito Kiyomiya, wanted a match on the card, so we thought, what better way to break up the end of our arduous journey here by putting them in a nice single spotlight matchup against Dragon Dojo leader Daniel Bryan. Let's get down to the ring and check out this spirited one-on-one competition. Nothing on the line here but pride. As you see once again, the creature on feature, senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. Kaito Kiyomiya. A lot has been put on the shoulders of this young man as the suspected future ace of Pro Wrestling Noah, as it went through a huge transition period in the last 5 years, especially after, essentially having to reboot the promotion following New Japan Pro Wrestling's quote-unquote help that they aided the promotion with. Essentially, they sent Suzuki-gun to Pro Wrestling Noah and then made Suzuki-gun all of the champions of Noah for the whole time they were there, and then, pissed off when they were done. Anyway, now Noah's very much in a rebuilding phase as an entire promotion. And they resting some of those hopes for a better tomorrow on the shoulders, as we said here, of Kaito Kiyomiya, who is, I believe, in his mid-20s, and sort of the young star of some of the Noah shows. Former GHC heavyweight champion in real life. Went on an excursion to Border City Championship Wrestling and Impact Wrestling in the Toronto, Windsor, Winnipeg region, Detroit regions of North America, before coming back to Pro Wrestling Noah, significantly larger and able to compete on a heavyweight level. Danny Bryan, as we know, is 20-plus year vet of the North American, international scene, but started in North America, trained down in TWA by Rudy Boy Gonzalez and Shawn Michaels. Literally decades ago now. The star out of a handful of pupils to come out of the academy. Let's see who else came out of there. Brian Kendrick, Paul London, and I guess the most notable name would have been Michael Shane, who spent some time in Impact under that name, and as Maverick Matt Bentley, a staple of the X Division for some years. To see a big double arm DDT out of Kaito Kiyomiya there, trying to stun Daniel Bryan to no avail. Bryan able to respond with a nice diving clothesline into that Tiger suplex. 1, 2, almost puts Bryan down. Double arm DDT again from Kaito Kiyomiya. Kiyomiya employs the Tiger suplex and the Tiger driver as tribute, of course, to Mitsuharu Misawa, founder of Noah. Once again, almost puts Bryan down. Preferring the Tiger suplex to the driver. So good on Daniel Bryan for surviving those two. Don't know how much more of that he can take, though, as he tries to fight his way clear of Kaito Kiyomiya. Trying to fight his way back into offensive control is Daniel Bryan. Just picking away one shot at a time. Nice underhook, belly to belly there. Daniel Bryan, a master of using your weight against you, using his weight to his own advantage, and he'd have to be, given his size. Another Tiger suplex there! That's it! Kaito Kiyomiya! A trio of Tiger suplexes, and the third one does the trick! I've never seen anyone stand up to Daniel Bryan's offense like that. In only 8.5 minutes, Daniel Bryan put down in a match the crowd hated. That's the lowest rated match in the history of this company. Thanks for coming in. Oh well. All right. I thought it was an interesting story. A surprising win from the guest Kaito Kiyomiya. I smell a rematch at some point in the future. Maybe we'll go to Japan in a couple months. Maybe we'll challenge Pro Wrestling Noah to a promotion battle in a couple months. All right. Things to think about. Sami Callihan will be thinking about a lot, because he has a chance to become the NXT Junior Champion when he faces Naomichi Marufuji coming up next. I think I hit the wrong thing. I think I accidentally hit skip. Oh no! I'm so sorry to Naomichi Marufuji. We seem to have lost the footage, but we have a new champion. Sami Callihan somehow destroyed the feed, and I hit the wrong button. I accidentally hit skip match. My apologies, everybody. I'm sure it was a real, but well, it was an okay one. 85, it was okay. My apologies, that's the first time that's happened. I guess I was just eager to get to our main event as Los Ricos trying to bounce back from that embarrassing loss in the tag team match. Well, not embarrassing, but, a loss in the tag team match. As Bray Wyatt faces Los Ricos member AJ Styles for the GWA title. in a match that I am going to be very careful not to skip. Of all the things that you have to confirm in the game, I know, I'm sorry. Of all the things you have to confirm, why wouldn't it let you confirm going to skip the match? Anyway. My apologies. Sammy hacked the feed. What can I do? Ready for our main event, though. Get ready to fly. Bray Wyatt will find out that he don't want none of AJ Styles. Coming up here, once again, the creature on feature. Senor Sasquatch. Bray Wyatt winning this belt after a hard-fought victory against Roman Reigns in which he withstood 2 or 3 spears, eventually getting Roman Reigns to pass out in the mandible claw at about the 25-minute mark. We'll see how AJ Styles fares against The Fiend in this one. AJ will be looking to hit that Styles Clash or come off the ropes with that phenomenal forearm, or well, quite frankly, AJ Styles also has that calf killer, or crusher, or whatever they want to call it. Has a handful of ways he can put you away. The Fiend has that Sister Abigail, and the Mandible Claw. And an almost unbelievable tolerance to punishment. Few can withstand a beating like the Fiend Bray Wyatt. As we are out to the floor now. No countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes here, and I think that favors the Fiend. Looking to try to beat AJ Styles down. Oh, over the knee goes Bray Wyatt. Yes, AJ Styles' ascension in the GWA has been pretty quick. This is only, what, his 2nd or 3rd month with the promotion. But when you have a world-class talent, as you see Bray Wyatt there grabbing a chair, you have a 5 count when you're in the ring to drop those weapons. Or use them. Oh, back body drop on the chair. Smartly, Bray Wyatt drops the chair to the mat, but then uses it to his advantage regardless. Yeah, we have so many title belts, though. And when you have a world-class competitor like AJ Styles, they find their way to the main event scene fairly quickly. It happens. I usually just try to envision what would be the best matchup out of the players I have available, and honestly don't really consider who goes where on the card until I tier the belts myself. That's really the only way I place things. Boom. Big Uranagi variation there from Bray Wyatt. Bodying AJ to the canvas, but then he eats a suplex. Absorbs a suplex, it looks like, as he's the first one back up. Throwing AJ back down. Back and forth they go. I feel like there's going to be many twists and turns in this one. Bray Wyatt trying to get AJ to let him in, whatever that means. Oh, big suplex slam there. AJ, though, undaunted. Doesn't quite have the power. Thought he might have been going for a Styles Clash there. Fiend just powers out, needs a Pele kick. Rolls him over. 1, 2. 2 count. AJ thought he'd dim the lights. Not quite dim enough. Gutbuster over the knee. Another one. Oh no, Ushigoroshi this time across the knee. Out he goes, setting up with a phenomenal forearm to the back of the head. Missed! Fiend got out of the way! Throws him back down with that another Uranagi variation. Big headbutt to the face. Who knows what's in that mask? Could be loaded for all we know. Back and forth they go, exchanging rights and lefts. Clothesline from Bray ends that feud. Just flapjacks him out. I think that's technically a reverse powerbomb or something, but very interesting leg trip there. Another gut buster, setting up for that forearm. Here he goes. Missed it again. Wyatt able to avoid the phenomenal forearm twice now. Slams him to the canvas. AJ continually working that midsection, not a bad strategy. Try to take the wind away from the Fiend. The wind away, the wind away, the wind away. Rolling elbow combo there from AJ Styles. Another gutbuster. More rolling elbows. Fiend wreck for the picking here if AJ Styles can hit something big. Thrown back to the mat. Fiend doing what he can to halt AJ's momentum. Mandible claw! Mandible claw! That's it! Oh my gosh! Just like that! The Fiend! The reign of terror continues. AJ trying to break the Fiend down, but just like that, the mandible claw. And AJ Styles has no choice but to give it up. Who knows what's in that glove, if he even washes it. Bray Wyatt hanging on to your GWA championship. Things are getting real spooky here. Oh, that was the only title change, was Sammy, and we didn't even get to see it. I'm so sorry. 44,000 people saw it, but we didn't get to. Okay, let me check here. What belt was that? Oh, Marufuji. Marufuji was the NXT Junior Champ. No longer. It is now Sami Callihan. S. Callihan. Pardon me as I update my clipboard. Alright, let's see what news we have. What news have we? Kenta is the New Japan Junior Champion. Those people are the DDT 6 people belts. Yeah. Brother Yoshi's the Dragon Gate champ. We made $4 million. NWA wants to work with us. That it? They found Black in you. Aleister Black? Oh, Brody Lee quit! Oh no, my 6-person belts! Alright, Jack Howard and Finn Balor. Brody Lee quit! My belts! Someone has finally done it to me! Howard v. Finn. Okay, that'll get extra people in the building. Okay, let me save. Nothing I can do about any of that. Harumph! If I go to free agents here in North America. Look at that! Mr. Brody Lee! Hates us. Got our belt. That means that I can't defend them unless I bring in Mr. Brody Lee. Yeah, I can't defend them, I don't think. Like, they're not an option unless I have all 3 members of them available to me. The faction that he was in still exists. They just need to recruit somebody to replace Mr. Brody Lee. When that's fine, we can just slide somebody over. So that isn't too bad. Or I'm going to invite... Shucks. Okay, so let me save right away. What I'm going to do for the event is I'm going to try to invite Brody Lee right away. Hey, buddy, you want to come in for a show? Just one show? Oh, just to get a $40,000 payday out of me, you guys. So they're Jeff Jarretting us. Anyway. Hope this works. There, okay. So now we got Brody Lee in. So I have to job them out. Or I gotta put them up against somebody that'll beat them, I hope. Alright, I also need to invite from... Oh, I can't bring in anybody from MLW because Jack Howard will be facing Finn Balor. So that's going to be the MLW title match tonight. Sorry, MLW, you blew your chance. NWA gets another shot, though. Who can I bring in? Homicide, you want to come in, buddy? Oh yeah, that would make sense, though. The Pound. The unnamed. Homicide. You want to come in? Yep, come on in, bud. Okay, Homicide. Coming in for the NWA title. Now, I don't need to make the other MLW, like the Jack Howard match, a title match with Finn Balor, because it's a feud, but I might do it anyway. Okay, so that is the people brought in for what we need. Okay, so now management style, let's go do our regular maintenance. Medicine ball, grappling dummy. Who you calling a grappling dummy? Mat work coach. All this stuff. Our television deal, I'm just remembering, had something about we couldn't fire anybody. So we didn't fire anybody, they quit. So that's okay. Oh, increases injury recovery speed. Well, let's boost that, shall we? Yeah, we've maxed that out. Awesome. This is another 100 grand. Let's do that. Nice even 100 grand. Okay, that's enough for now. Just a couple of improvements. How are we doing merch-wise? Not too shabby. This we have to get rid of. And this one I'll get rid of because they're not too expensive. Everything else I'll make new. That's all good. So a little more maintenance so we can save. Okay, now did I hear right? And Aleister Black? Yes, Aleister Black is here. Stoic style. I don't give a crap. Holy jeepers. I mean, if Brody Lee wants to quit, shall we hire Aleister Black to replace them? Ooh, actually, hang on. Let me get my scouts out first. You there. What can you do? Stoic or freestyle in Japan and Europe? Stoic, Japan, 12 months. I'll send you to... Oops. Can I send you to Europe instead? Okay. There. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Off you go. Alright, now they might have some problems with our style, because Stoic, in terms of Fire Pro Wrestling match style, means MMA. But since he's primarily a striker, I feel like he'll be fine. Okay, here we go. The Dutch Destroyer, Aleister Black. Take him out to $1,000 meal and give him 10 grand as a signing bonus. It is indeed the Fiend's faction. Oh, Alexa would be good, but he already has 2 juniors. Oh ho! Welcome to the team, Aleister Black. Now let us manage our stables. Okay, who do we have? Firefly, Bray Wyatt, Darby Allin, Solo Darling, Alex Zane. You know what? How do you feel about Karrion Kross joining Camp Firefly? I think I like that better than Aleister Black, because I can still see him as like an anti-hero on his own. I think I'm gonna go with Karrion Kross. I just kind of like the idea. Oh, El Rica's wrong. That's not what it's called. It was Los Ricos. Hang on 1 second. El Rica is like singular, I think. Los Ricos. Yeah. There. Sheesh. I think that's saved now. I thought I'd already done this. There. Alright. So I have put Karrion Kross. Whoop! Hang on 1 second. I'm dropping stuff all over the place. Alright. So I have welcomed Aleister Black to the fold. Brody Lee has quit. So let me cross them out. Let's get Brody Lee out of here. I've replaced them in Camp Firefly with Karrion Kross. Give me a really good in there. You can hear my pencil. Okay, Karrion Kross. And now Aleister Black is here. Leicester Blake. Hot diggity. Okay, so we have a friend in from the NWA, and we have a new signee. All right, standard event. We're going to do our title matches, starting with the 6-person tag team match, just because they're here. So we're going to start Samoa Joe in there, and then Mustafa, and then we'll do Roman. The belt that Roman is featured with here is the 6-person belt from the WWE, which they have no longer have any access to. All right, so that got 1,500 people in the door. I have some other title matches to look at. Let's see. Okay, so we have... Oops. Title match. Bray Wyatt's occupied as part of the 6-person team. I think it's Brody Lee, Bray Wyatt, and Solo Darling. Scorpio Sky will be defending the junior belt then against... Okay. Let's see who's hurt. Everybody doing okay? Good, normal. Good, normal. Good. Darby's... Oh, his neck is always beat up. Good. Okay, everyone's good. I can just hit start here and just literally randomly choose. Gresham's got a couple of tag belts. Pete Dunne's got a belt that he brought from NXT, I think. It's not... That can't be defended here anymore. It's another tag team belt, so they're kind of all over the place. Haven't seen Andrews in a bit. They got their own belt to defend this month. Okay, who's got a low trust? Title shot's a good way to boost trust. Everyone else is cool except for Dalton Castle, so you can have this one. Actually, I don't like that. I'm gonna give Dalton the... There's another junior title match later, the Stardom Junior. There's gonna be Mark Andrews. I'm gonna do Dalton Castle and Mark Andrews. I'm just trying to think of who do I want here. I kind of want Roosh one-on-one. Let's see if they can do better in solo competition. Okay. Now we're doing another title match. We have the... Oh, I didn't even realize that Sami Callihan was the NXT Junior champion. Oh yeah, they are. That's the belt that they skipped. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not using... See, when I never activated the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team belts because the Heavyweight Tag Team belts are open weight, so it didn't really make any sense. So we're going to do Darby Allin against Member of the Industry, even though they pinned them last month. He got to choose which of these ones he wanted to face, and he chose David Houston. So Darby Allin, David Houston for the NXT belt. I'm doing all the title matches first, and then I'll just move them around the card after. Okay, then as I said, the Stardom Junior belt. Way down here. Mark Andrews against Dalton Castle. Sure, go with your default tights on this one. And then we also have in... Oh, we also do the GCW belt. Kota Ibushi defends theirs all the time. Can I do everybody? I should actually double check to see who's hurt here too. Everyone doing alright? Normal, good, good, normal, good. Everything's great. I mean, people are a little meh, but that's okay. Okay, everyone, some people are a little beat up, but everyone's doing alright overall. Kota Ibushi, Brock Lesnar. And then I'm doing... There's gonna be so many title matches. Okay, so this, let's do one here. This is going to be the MLW belt, because they wanted versus... Oops. Who's in as a free agent? Oh, free agent North America. They wanted Jack Howard versus Finn Balor, and so they shall get it in Demon Paint. Oh yes, Ibushi versus Brock would be wonderful. I like that on my Fed I can essentially build cards of dream matches over and over again. And the NWA belt, Daichi Hashimoto, on a tear. Homicide, buddy. Oh, I like the third one. Yeah, I like the third one. Looking to hit that Gringo Killer. Alright, now we only have 3 matches, and these could be anything, I think. Yeah, we did that from there. The MLW title is only interpromotional at this point, but either way, this is kind of funny, because now if Jack Howard loses to Finn Balor has to be the sacrificial MLW champion. But, I mean, I'm okay with that. So now, let's try to break things up a little bit. We have 3 non-title matches. Let's try to get as many people involved as possible in at least one of them. So we have, for sure... Okay, the 6-person tag team title match is not going to be the main event. No offense. We're going to do the junior title match. See there, that actually brought more people. And the NXT belt, let's put one of these here. There, that looks about right. Now we can put like a break in here. And then on this side of things, let's do title, break, title, title, break, title, title, break, title, title. I mean, it's pretty decent, but the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship is more prestigious, so putting that in the main event actually gets more fans to show up. Now in these other matches, we can do, especially down here, another 6-person tag. At least, if not 8. Okay, GWA, who do we have? So we got 3 here, we got 4 here, we got 4 here. See, let's do... We got 4 here. Well, that takes them out of title contention, but we don't need them in title contention. Let's do an 8-person Demon Club... Or, sorry, Dragon Dojo versus Los Ricos. Let's do an 8-person tag. That's going to be wild. Okay, 8-person tag. You know what? Remind me to change this later. I'm going to make it elimination. We're going to do a Survivor Series match. Okay, Dragon Dojo. Johnny, you get in there first. In your Iron Man gear. Gresham. Second place. Walter. You going to dress up and wear wrist tape? Ooh. Or Red Sox. Dressed up and wear wrist tape. And Daniel Bryan. The anchor. Oh. In the WrestleMania 30 gear. Against our new faction of Los Ricos, starting with Zeus, Shane Taylor, oh gosh, AJ Styles, oops, and Ray. Oh, I kind of like that too. There. Okay, now let me write down match 2. I have to change back, so I got to make a note of that. Match 2 non-elim. I wrote that on my clipboard so that if I didn't do that, every match in the second match slot from here and forever after would be elimination. So, elimination, yes. Lumberjack off, so that means they can go outside if they want. Tornado off, that means they have to tag. Cut play, yes, that means they'll come in and break up stuff. Same DQ count. Outside, yes. Critical on low. We don't do entrances, but they should be teams regardless. Okay, and we're not going to do 2 out of 3, because a 2 out of 3 Survivor Series match sounds terrible. That means you have to eliminate an entire team twice in order to win. That would take up the entirety of my life. Okay, so we got this crazy Survivor Series match coming up. Now we can just do some like smaller matches after that, because we got 4 in that. We got 8 people in that one. Now we have 2 more to fill up. Match number 5 and match number 8. So here, let's just try to do, before we come up with a, well, they're all singles other than that. Maybe we'll do like a tag match here. Would be a decent tag. Oh, I mean, these are new members of Camp Firefly. Actually, they're feeling good. I'm going to put the tag belts on the line. Let's do it. No, let's do a number one. This is technically a number one contenders tag team match. Let's do that. That way I can know who will be the contenders next time. So, representing Demon Club, I'm going to do... Well, we can't. We shouldn't do Demon Club against Demon Club eventually. Let's try to do non-affiliated. Who's left? Luchasaurus. Oh, yes, we need a showcase match for Aleister Black. So we're going to do somebody... Let's do Aleister Black, Luchasaurus. And before that, we'll team up Will Ospreay, whom we haven't seen in a little bit. And... who wants to hang out? Will Ospreay and Pete Dunne. Oof. As a tag team. Against... Let's find somebody... Let's do the... I want to do the 2 Camp Firefly. You fail upwards in the GWA, so here they are getting a shot. Karrion Kross, the new member. There. So now I can do... here in our... So that's a number one contenders match for the tag belts. And here we're going to debut our new talents. So we have... no affiliation. Aleister Black in. And literally anybody. Let me just hit random. Xavier Woods. Let's see. Let me do everybody and just see what sounds like the best match. Because anybody that's still healthy I can send elsewhere and have them like boost popularity and other... Like I'm not going to send my champions elsewhere, but I'll send I can send other people elsewhere. Okay, no. I don't want anybody like heavily involved in the faction warfares. Plus they're mostly taken up. So somebody just sort of free. So I'm leaning towards Luchasaurus or Cash Wheeler. And I'm going to go Luchasaurus. Because Luchasaurus has that tail whip. And he'll be looking for that choke slam. So this is the battle of the big men with kicks. I mean, Luchasaurus is a little bigger, but I still feel like Aleister Black can hold their own. Is Aleister like deceptively large? Like he looks like he's fairly like 6'2" or something like that. Luchasaurus in black. Okay. We do not have the ability to go to the arena yet. But we can max out this 40,000 seater with the highest ticket price possible. Wow. I mean, we got to do a commercial to do it. And half of them are here to see Sasquatch. That's fine. I could change it over to Mankind. But the problem is, if I take it off of Sasquatch, I got to wait for Sasquatch to come back around in the rotation. And that could be... Black's only 5'11", really? Huh. Well, good for him then, for looking much more imposing than he is. At least height-wise. I could have sworn he was like 6'2". Fair enough. Alright, I think we've filled this thing out. So he'll be at a little bit of a height disadvantage, but he'll still be able to kick at Luchasaurus pretty well. Okay, so let me save that quickly, and then we'll also see if we can loan some people out. Like, WWE hates us. New Japan might be okay with us. So let's send Cash Wheeler down to New Japan, see what they like. Nope, they don't want Cash Wheeler. He's not popular enough. What if I sent you... I'm trying not to send champions. What if I sent you Doc Gallows? You love Doc Gallows. No! They still don't want to work with us. All Japan likes us. Noah likes us. These people like us because we've been using their talent. Impact, These guys like us because we've been sending people to their places, but most of the other NXT or the North American places hate us because we've been stealing their talent. Seriously, I don't think I have a more popular person. Here, I'll send you Penta. Just Penta. Okay, just Penta El Cero M is going to New Japan for us. That way they are in no danger of taking our tag team belts from us because they don't have both competitors. And it boosts everyone's profile. Nice. Okay, so we sent them off. Oh, management. Merchandise. I always do this after I book the venue. 20,000. That's snacks for half the people. Goods, we'll just do a 5 because we don't seem to be selling out of these. DVDs, I tend to do a low production, like a 1. T-shirts and towels, I'll do 5. I know I don't have many of these, so I'm hoping to just clear them out. I only did 1,000, and I only need to get rid of 20 more. Okay, I'll do that then. Because you have like 2 or 3 months to get rid of these things, otherwise no good. I only did 1,000 action figures, I think, and didn't even sell half of them. These ones as well, I'm going to do 5 of instead, because I think I do near those numbers. I don't know why you have to dispose of everything, but that's just the way things work. Okay, that's all ticked off. We signed Aleister Black. We brought in Brody Lee. Man, I hope that team takes those 6-person belts. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's find out together, shall we? Because we are ready to roll here. Yeah, everyone was feeling good, so... Oh, why do they do this? Okay, yeah, I did the grudge match, but now I gotta back out of here. Homicide. Why do they keep doing this? Like, I'm doing nothing but trying to help you. Come on, man. Come on. There it is. Grudge match is happening. Cold feet. Cold feet. Alright, feeling good now, though. Everyone's here. Everyone showed up for work. Alright, now we're rocking and rolling. I'm just going to go straight to the ring because Kota Ibushi is about to fight Brock Lesnar, and I want to see that. Kota Ibushi here defending the GCW Championship, the Game Changer Championship. Game Changer Wrestling no longer exists in this wrestling landscape. It has become our preliminary title here in the GWA. Brock Lesnar initially came into the GWA with all sorts of fanfare and hoopla because it's Brock friggin' Lesnar. Then they went on a 3 or 4 match losing streak. Took a month off here, looking to rebuild themselves now. Always in title contention because we got a lot of titles here. Looking to get back into their winning ways as they look to send Kota to Suplex Cities. You see a huge flipping German there, and a second one follows it up and sends Kota to the outside where there are no countouts or disqualifications, and Brock Lesnar knows that all too well. Not that he needs one. He himself is a human weapon. If Homicide can't do the job, Aaron Stevens and the Secret of Mongrovian Karate are absolutely coming to the GWA next week to see if they can do the job. I hope Homicide. I really want to see him hit that Gringo Killer, but oh my goodness gracious me, Brock Lesnar making a statement here, just continually throwing Kota Ibushi out of the ring with a variety of suplexes. Kota, though, seems somewhat inhuman at times with their ability to bounce back from obscene amounts of pain and torment. Just an incredible display of fighting spirit from Kota Ibushi in most of their matches, and they will need their full wits about them. Facing the Beast Incarnate here. As you can see, Kota, plenty left in the tank. Flipping out of the corner and going blow for blow with Brock. Oh, faked him out. Went low for most of those kicks and finished it off with a kick to the face. Smart strategy there from Kota. Going after the weakened midsection of Brock. His diverticulitis. Very much well-documented affliction where he had part of his intestines removed. Oh, throwing belly to belly there from Brock. Trying to halt Kota's momentum. Kota, of course, pouring it on here. Once you got Brock Lesnar rocking and reeling, you got to keep pouring it on. 2 count there. Sort of testing the waters to see how much he's worn down. Snaps off that head scissor takeover, does Kota. Proud GCW champion. Brock says he's got plenty left in the tank as well. We are 6 minutes gone in this contest. Another throwing belly to belly. Brock basically having his way with Kota. Tossing him all over the ring. Like he was a willing dance partner. And not a competitor in a fight. Kota now doing what he can to try to ground Brock. Not gonna work. Took a little bit of steam off that German suplex though. Was barely able to toss him behind him. Nice flipping drop kick there. Square in the chest of Brock Lesnar. Kota's gonna be looking to take the wind from the big man. Poison Rana there, dropping Brock Lesnar right on top of his buzz cut. Dropped him right on top of the high and tight. Gut wrench suplex now. Brock Lesnar taking his time. Never in a hurry with the Beast Incarnate. Seems to enjoy inflicting punishment on his opponents. More often than not. Coda now, trying to fight back into this thing, has absorbed the majority of the punishment to this point. 10 minutes so far, waiting for Lesnar to rise. Off the ropes he comes. Misses wildly with that clothesline. Lesnar back to work. Suplex after suplex, wearing the champion down. Another backdrop suplex. Coda with a Pele kick to the back of the head. Working the head in the midsection primarily as Kota Ibushi. Off the ropes he comes. Shot-tape palm strike under the chin of Brock. But up he goes for the F5 to Kota Ibushi right on the polar bear. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. One F5 later, and Brock Lesnar is your new GCW champion. Say nothing of the fantastical reign of Kota Ibushi, a proud GCW title holder for sure. All hail the conquering hero, though. 98%. Crowd loved it. A lot of Lesnar fans. A lot of fans of the efforts. Kota Ibushi lasting as long as they did. Hot diggity. We got ourselves a new champ. Ba-boom! Pyro and Ballyhoo. Coming up next, we have a 4-on-4 elimination contest as 4 representatives of Dragon Dojo take on 4 representatives of the new faction, Los Ricos. Let's see most of Los Ricos together for the very first time. This is, of course, an elimination 4-on-4. Eliminations occur by pinfall or submission only. There are, or I guess you could get DQ'd in the ring. There are no countouts, obviously. We are fighting to the last team standing here. For what reason specifically, I could not tell you, other than pride in your stable. Faction warfare. Gang rules with a Z and no E. Just pretend it's the other parts of Survivor Series 1997. You see Johnny Gargano in there with Japanese powerhouse Zeus. Came over the All Japan belt that we eventually shipped back to that promotion. He's a multiple Triple Crown champion in really real's life. We're looking for that chokeslam or jackhammer. Rey Mysterio, the master of the 619. Gargano, we're looking for the Gargano escape. Or that praying super kick he uses to knock out folks. Daniel Bryan's got that yes lock. He's got that running knee. Jonathan Gresham with the octopus hold. Walter with the Gojira clutch. Basically what I'm telling you is that the Dragon Dojo is looking to choke you out. More often than not, they will look for a submission maneuver. End things here. Whoa! Head scissor takeover takes Daniel Bryan to the outside, and things could get hectic in a hurry as you see the rest of Los Ricos creeping and sneaking, and now things are broken down. All 8 competitors there in the corner. Action too fast and furious to call. Oh, Taylor made to Daniel Bryan on the floor from Shane Taylor. Wow. Very early in the match to be hitting a finisher. That's nuts. Big double suplex there on Walter I just saw. Yes kicks on Rey. Oh, huge clothesline there on Zeus, and one to AJ, and one to Gresham from Shane Taylor. Man, I can't wait to see Shane Taylor and Walter mix it up. Big Baldo bomb there. You see Rey Mysterio locked in the Gargano escape there in the corner. Nothing the ref can do but wait until the legal combatants come back into the ring. Which I believe is AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. No. Daniel Bryan and Rey? Daniel Bryan and Rey. Now it's Rey Mysterio and Walter. Oh, yes, lock to Rey Mysterio. Unfortunately, Daniel Bryan isn't legal. That might have ended things early after that wild brawl on the floor. As you can see, Rey Mysterio was spending a lot of time in that yes lock before they're able to break free. Drop kick to the knee of Walter. Rey Mysterio's got to get out of here, and out of here he gets. In comes Shane Taylor. This is what I wanted to see. Walter and Shane Taylor one-on-one. Powerhouses for each of their teams. No disrespect to Zeus there. Another powerful opponent on the side of Los Ricos. It's not going to be too long until Los Ricos is able to put together a tag team combination that's going to very much contend for those tag team belts currently held by the Demon Club. Initially, Rouge and Rey Mysterio weren't able to get the job done, but with people like Shane Taylor and AJ Styles on your team, to say again nothing, the Japanese powerhouse Zeus. Walter now taking it to Jonathan Gresham. Gresham and Shane Taylor, no strangers to one another, spending time on the Ring of Honor roster together. Oh! Taylor just using his way to his advantage there, throwing Gresham backwards to break up the attempt of whatever hold that was. Gresham with some power of his own. Wow, impressive work there, suplexing Taylor.
10 minutes gone.
We are 10 minutes deep here. Shane Taylor tagging out to Zeus. Man, even Taylor and Zeus would be a formidable combination. Like any two of these four together, I could see wearing tag team gold, and you may. The beauty of the GWA roster is top to bottom. I have tried to populate it, or we have tried to populate it, with the best of the best internationally. To give you the highest quality matches we can. Big chokeslam there on Gresham. See the rest of Los Ricos running interference, but Gresham able to power out a 2.9. Zeus was looking for a 3-point. Yeah, got a 2.9. A second chokeslam now as everyone tags up. Gresham again out at 2.9. Walter putting the hurt on Zeus. Snuck back past the defensive line there, as everyone else was concerned with breaking up that pin attempt and getting blocked doing so. Excellent strategy there, and you'll see a lot of it, especially in these 4-on-4 contests. Very interesting to see what's going to happen as you see Zeus there showing that power game and that resistance, winning that strike battle against Daniel Bryan. Once teams start losing one member here, one member there, how the strategy starts to change, how caution may go to the wind, how movesets may alter. All sorts of stuff may come to fruition as we see a yes lock here. Wrong part of town though for Daniel Bryan in the cover of Los Ricos. As you see him suffering a double team there. Zeus getting triple demolition beat. I don't know what else to call that. Just the demolition beat down. Axe smash and crushed. Close to the ropes there. Frog splash. Pins Daniel Bryan. The leader of Dragon Den. The first one eliminated. Surprising turn of events there as AJ Styles able to take Daniel Bryan out with a frog splash. As you saw the rest of Los Ricos running interference. 4-on-3 advantage now. What a turn of events as you see Daniel Bryan will be in the corner of Dragon Den for the remainder of this matchup. Still able to coach, still able to help where he can. Right part of town for AJ Styles, real close to the ropes there. Gargano escape! Gargano escape! Wrong part of town for Johnny Gargano as Los Ricos are quickly able to surround him and break up that submission attempt as I was explaining that AJ Styles was in the right place at the right time to defeat Daniel Bryan very close to that corner, and his teammates are able to run interference for that surprise frog splash pin. As you see now Zeus and AJ attempting a double team. Doesn't quite work in a multi-tag match like this. Gargano able to recover, tag in Walter. Now we got Walter and Zeus. These two have squared off before in one-on-one competition. No strangers to one another, and you bet it was big meaty men slapping meat in this match, so I expect nothing else. And much to that point, they're rapid-fire chops of Zeus. Big suplex there out of Walter. Oh, drops him with one. And then eats a jackhammer, but in the wrong part of town for Zeus here. Mr. Bigfoot signals for the break. As the rest of Dragon Dojo able to swarm Zeus a little bit. Much to the delight of Daniel Bryan out into the Gorilla Clutch, and that is it. Zeus choked out. We're down to 3-on-3. Walter tags out to Johnny Gargano. It looks like Shane Taylor has come in as a legal representative for Los Ricos. Bailey 9000, thanks very much for hanging again. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It's Gargano there. Snaps off a head scissor, then eats a big Baldo bomb. Wrong side of the ring, though, for Shane Taylor. Ring positioning very important in these multi-person matches. Into a Gargano escape. Shane Taylor at the mercy of Johnny Gargano now. Nope. Rey Mysterio able to break it up. As we're down to Gresham, Gargano, and Walter on the side of the Dragon Dojo against Taylor, AJ Styles, and Rey Mysterio representing Los Ricos. Big DDT out of Gargano there. Off the ropes he comes. Diving double stomp. Trying to press the wind out of Shane Taylor. Step over. Inverted face lock, and Shane Taylor's got a tap. We're down to 3-on-2 in favor of Dragon Dojo. I don't know whom of the two. It looks like AJ Styles is legal. Into the Gargano escape, and he taps. 3-on-1. Gargano is an elimination machine right now. Rey Mysterio all alone against 3 members of the Dragon Dojo. Things are looking dire for the Dragon Dojo when Daniel Bryan was the first one eliminated for their squad, but no one else has been put away. Too close to the ropes is Rey, and he knows that, so he tries a senton instead of a frog splash. Drags Gargano away into a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. Now, no matter where Rey makes a pin or submission attempt, Gargano's partners are going to have the opportunity to break it up because they have no opposition stopping them from doing so. They just have to make sure they can get all the way across the ring, as now Walter is legal against Rey Mysterio. Huge clothesline from Walter. Walter, the current reigning Stardom champion. Getting rolled up here, though. 1, 2. I wish there were a way to turn off cut play when it was down to 1 on the other side, because otherwise it's kind of not fair. Hey, what's going on? It's Izzy Ninja. Hope you're having a good day. Nice to see you as always. As this is only our second of 10 more matches and our second of 2 exciting action-packed lineups tonight. Here in our 20th week of GWA action. Holy moly. Can't believe it's been 20 solid weeks of this. Gargano now dragging Rey closer to the center of the ring. You know he is looking to slap that Gargano escape on in a hurry. Has had a lot of success with it in this matchup. Wrestling's going fantastically, buddy. We are selling out 40,000 seat arenas on a consistent basis. We're making bank, making millions of dollars a show. And we have the best talent in the world. Rey Mysterio there, unsuccessful in pinning Johnny Gargano. As you see Gresham and Walter able to break up that pin. Walter comes in for that double powerbomb assist. Basically having their way with Rey Mysterio are the 3 members of Dragon Dojo at this point. Gargano gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3. Gargano is rolled up and eliminated by Rey Mysterio as Gresham and Walter watch on in horror. Gresham immediately locks on the octopus. Takes no chances. Rey Mysterio immediately says no thank you and taps out at the 27-minute mark. Your winners. Dragon Dojo surviving faction warfare. Los Ricos still looking for their first win as a faction. Coming up, this is a grudge match that a lot of people are here to see tonight. Jack Howard putting the MLW Championship on the line against another GWA competitor for the first time in a few months, as Demon Club leader Finn Balor gets a crack at the gold. I'm told that they have something a little special in mind for their appearance tonight. Let's see what... Oh my goodness gracious me! They've dressed as a demon from heck. Has Finn Balor challenging their demon persona here in their championship fight against the Hollywood hunk, Jack Howard, currently the defending MLW champion. Normally puts that title on the line against an MLW competitor looking to bring the title back to their promotion, but their hostilities against Finn Balor were too much to bear this month, and so the singles match was booked. Finn Balor then goaded Jack Howard to putting the title on the line. As you see a big power slam there, that's how Jack Howard successfully defended his title last month. That power slam off the ropes. In the early going of this, though, it just serves to wear down the challenger, Finn Balor, complete with demon makeup for this one. Leader of the Demon Club against the leader of the industry. Both factions looking for more gold. As taking a quick look at my stats here, let me just do a quick pan down. Let's see. The GWA Tag Team Championships are being represented in the camp of Demon Club. The GWA title is in the camp of Camp Firefly. So is the NXT title. The 6-person titles are currently in the camp of Camp Firefly. Walter of the Dragon Dojo holds the Stardom belt. And the other titles, the Stardom Junior and the GCW titles, are held by independents. At least as far as the GWA roster goes. So we have a number of titles the factions constantly scheme for opportunities for to try to boost their own credibility and influence over the promotion as a whole. Meanwhile, of course, the independent talent, not affiliated with any particular training group or faction, are there for individual glory more than anything else, unless of course they're trying to find teams to win the tag belts, as we see a couple of teams later vying for the number 1 contendership. Into a cover here is Finn. 1 count there. This is senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Jack Howard seems to be onto something and thinks this is it. Good night and good luck, says Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, as he rolls. Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to go for the 3 rolling Germans, but he rolled Finn out of the ring via his neck by just tossing him over the ropes. Just took the opportunity to like pose in the middle of the ring afterwards too. Big spine buster from the champ. On a bit of a win streak. As we said, they are defending the MLW belt month after month in these matches. Don't seem to come out any worse the wear as they hit Finn Balor there with a huge brain buster. Normally we're hoping to bring the MLW title back to its native promotion, taking a month off of that to settle things between Finn and Jack Howard once and for all, at least once and for all in terms of what the fans recognize as being a worthwhile feud this month. Oh, countered into that flipping powerbomb off the top. Jack Howard having his way with Finn Balor to this point. I feel like some of that face paint's running into the eyes of Finn Balor. Might be a detriment to their visibility and therefore their mobility. You can't see, you can't move around very well. Don't know what direction to go. Big scissor kick to the back of the head. See, Finn didn't see that coming at all. Short arm clothesline now from Jack Howard, taking out the trash. Finn Balor, now he rolls into the Germans. 2 and 3 with the pin. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor barely getting out of the starting gate there. That's what the fans wanted to see happen, I guess. And I hope they're satisfied. Yeah, pretty much. A fairly easy defense there for Jack Howard, who seems to get stronger as the months go on, rather than weaker. Interesting stuff. Now, we definitely have a friend in. We have a visitor, so everyone be on their best behavior, as Homicide from the National Wrestling Alliance has come to try to take their promotion's NWA Championship title back where it belongs. Daichi Hashimoto has been on a pretty good streak of title defenses against NWA competitors. Let's see if they can make their way through probably 90% of the roster at this point if they succeed against Homicide. Homicide will be looking to hit that Gringo Killer, take that belt back to the NWA. Daichi Hashimoto will be working those kicks in multiples, usually of 3, and we'll look to finish Homicide off with either Shining Wizard or a dangerous DDT. Homicide, like we said, Gringo Killer. Also uses the Ace Crusher or Diamond Cutter, whatever you want to call it. So take a nice drink of water. Important to stay hydrated, everybody. Could have muted my mic for that, but didn't want to. Was too concerned about just drinking the delicious water. As you see, Daichi, unintimidated, as month after month, great expense is used to fly in, using Zan Travel, of course. All of these NWA competitors. Hey, if it's clear, it counts as water. Elbow combo there from Hashimoto. As we said, vicious strikes usually.
Give up.
Slows things down with that leg bar. Homicide having nothing for it. World-class brawler is Homicide. Will surprise you with feats of athleticism, but primarily known for, I would say, the dirtier tactics, so wouldn't be surprised if they tried to take this out of the ring for a period of time. If they got a decided, or if they found themselves at a decided disadvantage, straight wrestling. Daichi, as we said all too well. Great strike game. See it on display there with those mid kicks. Big jumping knee to the back of the head. Homicide unable to get that butterfly suplex off now. Didn't have the power for it. The champion continuing to wear down his challenger. Nice throwing belly to belly there from Homicide. Drop toe. Into an STF. Nice move here. Hashimoto able to break out. Gets thrown with a butterfly suplex. Homicide will surprise you with their fundamentals. As I kept saying, they are more known as being a world-class brawler, but can absolutely surprise you. They didn't last as long as they did in Ring of Honor without having a lot of ring or mat skills for sure. Very layered competitor is Homicide, despite something of a singularly focused appearance. As you see him absorb that spin kick to the back of the head. Oh, there it is! Dangerous DDT! Into the cover, 1, 2! Homicide kicks out at 2.9! What's going on, Ichigo Toki? Hope you're having a good day. Oh, thanks for the work lurk. Appreciate it. Hashimoto there working the arm. Back to the strike game. Nice, leg lariat to the face. Off he comes again. Loves to use these ropes. Big knee to the face this time, but Homicide absorbs it. Pops right back up. Gets dropped with a big DDT and pulled away from the ropes. Oh, thought Hashimoto was going to go for a cover there, but he doesn't. Helps to throw him back into the ropes there with a German suplex. Spikes him with another DDT. Has the challenger on the ropes. Metaphorically, he does. Hashimoto into a cover. 1, 2. Thought he might have knocked him out. Homicide able to power out at 2. Big clothesline fells the champ. Now Homicide getting a little bit of time and space. Following Daichi out with a big dive. Hits Pater, does Homicide. And then gets hit with a dangerous DDT on the floor. Hashimoto not messing around. Big knee to the face. And another one. Oh my goodness me, like that dive just seemed to have angered Daichi Hashimoto. Unrelenting on the challenger here. Oh, another knee to the face. Homicide trying to break Hashimoto's momentum with that belly to belly. Daichi having none of it. Oh, another suplex, this time against the guardrail. There it is, Gringo Killer! Boom! Drops Daichi Hashimoto on the top of his head. And then an exploder suplex. Hellbent for leather on the floor as both men tumble back into the ring. Oh, big Saito suplex from Homicide. Ducks that kick. Belly to belly. Both men down. Daichi up first. Another belly to belly into the corner. I saw Daichi's legs hit the turnbuckle there. Into the cover for Homicide. 2. No, just kicks out. Butterfly suplex from Homicide. Both men at their wits' end. Looking to put the other away. Exchanging punches and chops. Spin kick to the face. Clothesline from Homicide. Daichi's down. Pulling away from the ropes. Daichi counters. Oh, kick to the face there. Up top he goes. Double stomp to the chest, but too close to the ropes. Drags him away. Smartly done there by the champion, but Homicide's up. Homicide's up. Another butterfly suplex into the corner. Homicide going to the ropes now. Waiting for Daichi to stand. Missile drop kick to the face. Off the ropes goes Homicide. Big kick to the chest. Frog splash. 1, 2, 3. He's done it. Homicide has won the NWA title. I can finally stop defending it. I mean, yay.
Yay, Homicide.
Your winner, a new NWA champion of the world. Oh, I'm thrilled for them. In a 5-star classic. Awesome, good for you. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for the NWA to get their title back. Woohoo! All right, now we just got to work on the MLW title. Looking at you, Jack Howard. Coming up next, though, we have new talent debuting. Aleister Black, our newest signee, scouted out of Europe. One-on-one against Luchasaurus. Big lanky gentlemen that like to kick. So they can kick each other's backsides coming up in our next contest. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Singles action. Non-title. Well, there's no title to be had. Once again, the referee of note. The creature on feature. Senor Sasquatch. Luchasaurus. The first to break away from Camp Firefly, if you really want to think about things that way. They were injured for a period of 6-7 months, and when they came back, they were no longer affiliated. Brody Lee has since left the Federation, but is appearing tonight to hopefully do the right thing and drop the 6-person tag team straps in a title match later on. We'll see how that pans out. Luchasaurus, meanwhile, struck out on their own. Was not booked last month, wanted stiff competition, wanted to face the very best. Disappointed being left off the card last month. GWA officials making up to Luchasaurus this time by pitting them against new signee Aleister Black, coming in from Europe. Stoic Style, which is Fire Pro's MMA version, but based on their moveset and CPU offerings and such like that, I feel like they're still going to operate like a normal wrestler. So it's not like we have any Stoic promotions running at the moment anyway. I don't think. That would be weird. Running a whole MMA promotion in this game would be strange. Calling it would be just like punch, punch, punch. Oh, there he tapped. Kick, kick, kick. Oh, there he knocked him out. Mind you, both men here. Lethal with their feet. Luchasaurus with that big tail whip of his. Aleister Black, of course, with the black mass. Oh, stuffed him with that 50-year-old Rainbuster. Tenryu style. Luchasaurus also uses that big choke slam. Has an air raid crash variation they use as well. Oh, there it is! Pushes him away and kicks his face off. Boom! And another one. 1, 2, no! Luchasaurus out. You gotta remember, a dinosaur skull is thicker than the average skull, so it might take more than one black mass to put away Luchasaurus in this one. Aleister Black, undaunted, going right back to work. Off the top he comes. Big moonsault press. Haven't seen that since the mid-90s. Kicks and punches and bunches from Aleister Black to Luchasaurus. We can very easily, and we see that tail whip, we can very easily get things back on his side with the power game. Yeah, it might very well. Either of these gentlemen, I wouldn't put it past the other to knock them out. Though if I was a betting man, I'd say Black's probably more likely to do that than Luchasaurus. Oh! Hook kick there. That criticals are on low. It still can't happen though. Big choke slam from Luchasaurus. 2! Aleister Black powering out at 2. Another choke slam from Luchasaurus into the cover. 1, 2. Solid kick out at 2 again from Aleister Black. You see Luchasaurus trying to put Aleister Black away before he can keep building that momentum of all these strikes. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. Oh, and by paper cut I mean kick to the face. Death by 1,000 kicks to the face. They're just starting to fight back here. Oh, big headbutt there. As we said, dinosaur skulls are thicker than normal human skulls. Trying to send Alistair to the floor. And there are no countouts or disqualifications. Gets spiked with another brainbuster. So Luchasaurus immediately grabbing a piece of wood, busted up piece of table from underneath the ring. Did not get to use it to their advantage at all, as they're immediately brainbusted on the floor. Two big men just gonna slug it out here. Oh, a big headbutt from Luchasaurus there. Thrown into the apron. Nice spin kick there. I'm pretty sure I gave him the version of the Black Mass where you pick them up by the foot as the finish, but I'm not quite sure. Into the midsection now, working these kicks. If I were facing Aleister Black, I would probably attack his legs. Just putting that out there. Big Kudo driver. Out of Luchasaurus, he's feeling it now, trying to ruin the debut for Aleister Black. Aleister Black meeting the challenge in the middle of the ring. Back and forth they go. Big kick to the face there from Black. Off the ropes. Scissor kick. Choke slam from Luchasaurus. Moonsault pin. 1, 2. No. Thought that might have done it. Surprised him with that choke slam moonsault combo. Off the ropes goes Luchasaurus. Aleister quickly kicks him down to the mat. Up top goes Aleister now. Double stomp to the back. And back to work on these strike combos with Aleister Black. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Trying to wear Luchasaurus down. Luchasaurus showing his mettle as a strike artist. Oh, big knee to the gut. Not to be outdone. Oh, stuffed again with that snap brainbuster. Able to shake it off those Luchasaurus. Air raid crash. Oh, I thought he might have gone for the cover there. Unable to make the pin attempt. Aleister Black blocks the reversal off the ropes. Able to get some mid kicks in. Blocks off the ropes again there. Luchasaurus says this is it. Oh, there it is, the tail whip to the side of the head of Aleister Black. Able to shake Luchasaurus off, drop him with an elbow. Lucha's back up though. Looking to finish Aleister. Oh. Ducks a kick but gets caught. Haha! And the Aleister Black taunt. I must have downloaded that at some point. Aleister Black saying the end is nigh, but Luchasaurus. Whoa! I was gonna say, doing their best to absorb these blows, but Aleister Black coming up with new and innovative kick combinations. As this match progresses, we are now 17.5 minutes deep into this contest. There, doesn't dodge the scissor kick that time. Another tail whip from Luchasaurus. Back and forth they go. Strike for strike. Oh! Aleister Black steals the choke slam. All for naught though, as Luchasaurus shakes it off. Headbutt. Tail whip. Into the corner he sends Aleister Black now. Back and forth they go, strike exchange. Neither men giving an inch. What a contest. We're almost 20 minutes deep into this one. Luchasaurus with a boot to the face. Pops right back up. Aleister Black, not to be outdone, kicks to the midsection. This thing could go either way. And I think the fans will be thrilled either way too. Oh, another nice spin kick. Was that the Black Mass that did the trick? Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2... No! Luchasaurus kicks out again! Choke slam! Can't make the cover! Soul butt right into the guts. Blocked that time, Aleister Black. Too close to the ropes though. Got a hand on the bottom rope. Blocked that knee bar. Once again bodying Aleister Black to the ground. Oh, a big headbutt. Another big tail whip. I don't know why Lucha doesn't go for a cover after those tail whips. Alistair taking his time. Focusing. Taking his time to breathe. A little meditative moment there. Back to work he goes, but not quite. Blocked that first attempt, but then gets suplexed out of the ring by Luchasaurus. No bit of cat and mouse. Nice work by Alistair there to get the advantage. Stuffs him with another brainbuster. Off the ropes he comes this time. Oh, missile dropkick to the face. Kudo driver. Clubbing blow to the back. Air raid crash again. As we approach 25 minutes now. There it is. The step up black mask. Luchasaurus shakes it off immediately. Gets stuffed with another brainbuster. Pulled away from the ropes. Another combination of kicks to Luchasaurus from Aleister Black. Unable to finish him off though. Dropping on his head multiple times. Can't do that in an MMA match. Pulls him away from the ropes. Off the ropes again. Scissor kick. Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2. No! Luchasaurus kicks out and says that's the end for Aleister Black. Tried to position him, but Aleister Black having none of it. Working his way into the midsection off the face this time. Once again. Off the ropes he comes. Scissor kick into the pin. Too close to the ropes. I think it's going to have to be a knockout shot. Neither one of these men backing down at all. They're going to fight until they physically cannot. Another big suplex there to Luchasaurus. Smartly dragging their opponent away from the ropes after every move. So they're very well aware of their ring positioning. They just can't quite seem. There it is, chokeslam, that'll do it. 1, 2, no! Strong kick out at 2. I was just about to say, just can't seem to hit that one knockout shot or that one big move that'll put the other away. And back and forth we continue. Aleister Black winning that strike exchange with a big kick to the side of the head. 1, 2, no! Both men near exhaustion as we near 30 minutes of kicking the crap out of each other. Black mass on the floor. Another combination of the midsection from Luchasaurus. Both men making a statement here tonight. There, that's Black Mass right there. The shove away Black Mass. That's the one. Please do that in the ring. Tail whip from Luchasaurus. Rolling elbow combo. Followed up by a Black Mass on the ground. Goodness gracious me, these two men are fighting to extinction. Black Mass again. Luchasaurus clutching at his head and neck now. Just quit, buddy. It's not worth it. As we said, both athletes here to make a statement. Luchasaurus recently broke away from Camp Firefly on their own after returning from a devastating injury, looking to reestablish themselves in the singles competition. Aleister Black making their GWA debut, want to put one in the win column to make a statement their first night here. Neither men backing down, and here we are, 30 minutes plus. These two beating the absolute crap out of each other. I was going to say tar, but that might be insensitive to the dinosaur competitor. Some of his best friends are probably tar by now. Back and forth they go. Luchasaurus rolling back into the ring. Nope. Escapes out to the ramp. Thought better of it. Now Aleister decides the same. They are content to just brawl away on the floor. Our Aleister Black and Luchasaurus, and our head official, Mr. Bigfoot, can do nothing about it. There are no countouts or disqualifications. These guys are going to fight all night if they have to. Oh. At one point, all of these shots in and around the head and neck have got to put someone away. I don't know whom, but one of these two. What a matchup we are witnessing here tonight. What a piece of history. Never before has a non-title singles contest gone this long with this much furious action throughout. I don't know how either man is going to be able to compete next month. As now, Aleister Black in the center of the ring, getting a bit of a breather, allowing Luchasaurus to return as well. And now we are reset once again at the 36-minute mark. Luchasaurus tried to clothesline and was bowled over. What on earth? Burning hammer! Burning hammer from Luchasaurus into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Holy crap! I mean, if you're gonna bust out the burning hammer, it's definitely gonna finish the match for you. Goodness gracious me. Someone get these men an ice pack. Someone scrape Aleister Black off the mat, please. What a debut. Oh, my controller turned off. It was so long. Even in defeat, what an impression Aleister Black left on Luchasaurus, and what an impression Luchasaurus left of Aleister Black on the canvas. That was a heck of a fight. That is the halfway point of this show, as coming up next, the 6-person tag team titles are on the line, as the team of Camp Firefly members Bray Wyatt and Solo Darling are joined by now independent talent Mr. Brody Lee that we had to hire because they quit. They're in for one night only, and hopefully they drop the 6-person belts to the team of Samoa Joe, Mustafa Ali, and Roman Reigns. Let's get down to the ring and see how this shakes out. We're going to have to keep bringing Brody Lee back unless they drop the titles tonight, as they were unhappy with their position here in GWA and quit. So, if we don't get the belts back, we will have done to us what we have done to so many other promotions in this landscape. That is stealing of titles, or deactivating titles that should be available to a promotion, let's say. I have 5 factions now. I would like for them to have like a faction belt to trade amongst each other in 6-person tags. Mind you, the challenging team tonight is not an official faction in any way, shape, or form. Nicknamed by some fans, The Pound, for the big dog Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe and Mustafa Ali together. They were successful in defeating Demon Club last month, and so this time around get themselves a shot at the 6-person tag team belts. As we said, only 2 of the 3 champions on the 6-person squad here are actual employees of the GWA currently. Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns, no strangers to one another. Bray Wyatt being the man who broke Roman Reigns' title reign at the top of the mountain here in the GWA, our current GWA heavyweight champion. Bray Wyatt mixing it up with former champion, the man he beat for the belt, the man he choked out with the mandible claw, Roman Reigns. Bray Wyatt, of course, coming off that win against AJ Styles last month, where he absorbed a great deal of punishment and then choked AJ Styles out with the mandible claw. Seems to be the Fiend's MO. Take a beating and then choke out your opponent. At least now that they've ascended to the top of the mountain. Solo Darling in now against Mustafa Ali. These two have met for singles gold before in the junior division. Mustafa Ali getting the better of Solo in that exchange. Solo Darling getting the better of Mustafa Ali in the process of that strike exchange. Kicks to the midsection there. Trying to steal the wind of the very cardiovascularly conditioned Mustafa Ali. Before Roman Reigns' historic GWA title reign, Mustafa Ali was the longest reigning champion in GWA's history, having a long reign with the Stardom Junior belt that lasted 8 or 9 months. That feat met and exceeded by the GWA title reign of Roman Reigns that was only ended by Camp Firefly leader Bray Wyatt, currently being dragged across the mat and positioned for Samoa Joe. Big atomic drop there, and then off the ropes comes Joe, but he bounces into the corner. Unfortunately, the AI in this game can't quite get a handle on where the corners of the rings are. Mind you, the hitboxes are a little bigger than they should be. C'est la vie! Bray Wyatt trying to make a tag out there. Thought better of it. Didn't have enough time. Joe was able to recover. Into the corner goes Joe again. Tags out to Solo Darling. Haven't seen Brody Lee much in this matchup, as both Camp Firefly members well aware of the fact that he quit the promotion. And is only here because we had to pay him $40,000 for this one-night appearance. Never mind that we made that back by selling 10 tickets, or 100 tickets, but don't worry. Wait, 40 tickets? 40 tickets. No, that's not right. Oh, they're $100 a ticket. Yeah, 40 tickets. 400 tickets? Math hard. They don't pay me to count things. Anyway, we've covered the cost, is all I'm saying.
10 minutes gone.
But I don't know how much longer we're going to want to do that. So go Hodgepodge team, or the Pound. Boo Camp Firefly. Don't tell them I said that, though, or somehow Bray Wyatt will haunt my dreams. Oh, now we see Brody Lee tagged in. Playing possum there. Confusing Mustafa Ali, so Solo Darling can get that parting shot in before she returns to the apron. Mr. Brody Lee with a big super kick into the cover. One. Broken up there. Ideally, I'm going to want Brody Lee to just sort of lay down and take the pin. Nothing doing, I'm sure. As Roman Reigns is tagged in. Unfortunately, we never got to see this singles matchup. Roman Reigns versus Brody Lee. Big Superman punch from the former champ. Off the ropes he comes again. Into a spear to Brody Lee. Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2. Almost puts Brody away early. Just like that. Fortunately, Solo Darling in to break up that pin attempt as Bray Wyatt, content to watch from the apron. The leader of Camp Firefly now tagged in. Brody Lee out of the matchup once more. Spear off the ropes to Bray Wyatt. 1, 2. Just a 2 count to the Fiend. Once Roman knows he can hit those spears on you, they're going to come in bunches. He's got the devastating one that he can run at you with. He'll have one that he'll send you off the ropes first for added momentum, and the most devastating version, I believe, is one where you're in the middle of the ring and he runs at you from the corner to the center of the ring. Mandible Claw now from Bray Wyatt. Too close to the ropes. Had to break the hold there. That devastatingly disgusting submission maneuver that won and retained Bray Wyatt the championship here in the GWA. Mustafa Ali now the legal competitor, much to the chagrin of the Fiend. Able to power them down, though. Win that strike battle. Ooh. Off the ropes goes Mustafa Ali. Spin kick sends the Fiend to the ground. Or to the canvas, at the very least. Up goes Mustafa. 054. 1. Just a 1 count. A Solo quickly over to break up that pin attempt. That could have been it. Mustafa Ali hitting their finisher, the 054, that inverted 450 splash. That thing of beauty off the top rope. Could have spelled disaster for Camp Firefly. +1 in the form of Mr. Brody Lee. Solo Darling now tagged in. As we approach 20 minutes gone in this contest, isolating Mustafa Ali in the corner are the champions. Darling may be wasting a little bit of time with that appeal to the crowd. Mustafa goes up again, 450 this time to the back of Solo Darling, who gets to her feet first. Sends Mustafa into the corner. Tornado DDT. Off the ropes now goes Darling. Met with a drop kick. Mustafa Ali trying to create a little time and space. Allows them to tag Roman Reigns back into the matchup. And we got Roman Reigns and Solo Darling one-on-one. Something you're probably only going to see here in the GWA. Roman Reigns with a big clothesline wins that strike battle. Solo Darling not to be outdone with a huge headbutt Tags in Brody Lee. Just does her best to maneuver Roman Reigns into the Camp Firefly corner. Brody Lee sent to the floor. Things are going to break down a little bit. Nice work by Darling there, keeping the focus on Roman Reigns and keeping him in the Firefly corner. Off the ropes. Mountain bomb there. Shades of Hiroshi Tenzan. Roman Reigns. Brody Lee looks less than motivated, but he hits that Dark Order Lariat, flips him over. 1, 2, no! Roman Reigns kicks out. Withstanding the finisher of Mr. Brody Lee, looking to wrap things up at the 20-minute mark. No such doing, says the former GWA champ. Mustafa Ali now legal. 0-5-4 to the back of Brody Lee. Roll him over into the pin. Roman Reigns running interference. 2. Just a 2 count on Brody Lee, who runs back to the corner. Unable to tag Brody Lee, Mustafa Ali cuts him off and is sent to the floor. Bray Wyatt tagged in before he drops off the apron. Smart move there by Brody Lee. Bray Wyatt and Mustafa Ali, your legal competitors, but all 6 fighters now in the corner of the Fireflies on the floor. Coquina clutch applied to Bray Wyatt. Double powerbomb to Roman Reigns. Things are breaking down here. Forget the 6-person tag team belts are on the line. Huge powerbomb from Mustafa Ali to Brody Lee there. Amazing display of power by the former Stardom Junior champion. As you see Samoa Joe dealing with the X Factor from Solo Darling, and one to Mustafa Ali. Brody Lee with a ripcord lariat, no such doing. As now Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe are squaring off in the ring. Now we have the legal combatants back in. Mustafa Ali and Bray Wyatt, mandible claw! Mandible claw! That's it! The Fireflies win! Bray Wyatt with the mandible claw to Mustafa Ali, catching him unawares as he rolled back into the ring. Just like that, Bray Wyatt, Camp Firefly member Solo Darling, and independent wrestler Mr. Brody Lee remain your 6-person tag team champions. Whoa. Looks like we have to bring Brody Lee back again. Another date and time. Because next month I definitely want to have Bray Wyatt defend the main belt. So it looks like maybe the second show next month we can try to bring him back and have somebody take the 6-man belts. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, oh well. What we have coming up next is a defense of the Stardom Junior Heavyweight belt. Mark Andrews returning to the promotion to defend that title against Dalton Castle, former Ring of Honor champion, now calling the GWA their permanent home. Oh, as you see, Senior Sasquatch, Mr. Bigfoot there taking quite the bump. Both competitors doing the sportsmanlike thing of not cheating, just waiting for the ref to recover. As you see the blood flowing into the eyes of Mr. Bigfoot, that might slow them down a little bit in their decision making as this match progresses, but I assure you that the health and safety of the referees and the wrestlers in every GWA contest is first and foremost on the mind of the organization, and take every precaution to ensure that nobody else gets hurt if somebody seems to be injured, or that every injury suffered is dealt with the utmost of care. In fact, by the time the next match starts, you won't even notice that Mr. Bigfoot has a cut at all. I practically guarantee it. As now both men who accidentally are wearing matching tights, it seems. Scoring off here in the early going. As we said, Mark Andrews returning to the promotion after, I think, a couple of months off. We generally send Mark Andrews internationally to increase their stock in trade, shall we say. A proud Stardom Junior champion here, though, within the promotion. The lowest tiered junior champion, but still a champion nonetheless. Looking to hit that shooting star press to finish off Dalton Castle today. Dalton Castle, of course, will be looking for the Bangarang, named after that silly word from Hook. Whatever it meant in that movie is whatever it means as a finishing maneuver. Mark Andrews, though, relentlessly attacking. the challenger Dalton Castle.
5 minutes gone.
Poison Rana there. Starting to pull away. Nice hook kick to the side of the head. Another reverse Rana. Into a cover this time. 1, 2. 2 and 2 alone, says referee Mr. Bigfoot. Mark Andrews now sending Dalton Castle to the floor. Champion feeling pretty good about their match against the challenger to this point. Oh, counter there. Quick 1 count. Mark Andrews using those legs to power out. Feeling pretty confident is the champion thus far. You can tell in their movements. Dalton Castle has a bit of a mountain to climb to get back into this one. Mind you, we are still under 10 minutes gone in this, so it's still anyone's contest. Castle trying to slow things down now. Trying to slow the pace. The high-octane offense of Mark Andrews can end things sooner rather than later for you if you're not careful. So Dalton Castle smartly doing their best to try to slow the champion down. Big gut wrench there into the corner. Bouncing Mark Andrews' legs off the turnbuckle. Sends Dalton into the corner. Fisherman Buster. Took a little while to get both men back to their feet. Another Kudo driver. Fairly popular maneuver in this day and age. 1, 2. Almost puts Castle down. Now the challenger's got to start worrying. One more big move like that, it's lights out. Off the ropes he comes, misses widely with a clothesline, but falls it through all the way across the ring. Mark Andrews signaling that the end is nigh. Oh, lung blower! But he pops right back up. Into a pump handle slam. 1, 2. Quick 2 count there. Into a rich clutch exploder. The amateur wrestling background. Dalton Castle starting to come out. You know how many Olympic gold medals have been won with a rich wrist clutch exploder, don't ya? 9:15. Boom! Another lung blower though. Andrews up quickly. Fisherman Buster giving no quarter to Dalton Castle here. The relentless assault of the champion. Just a 2 count. Just a 2 count again. Dalton is slowly but surely fighting their way back into this thing, but could be over in a heartbeat. Mark Andrews hits a few too many more of those maneuvers. Only so many times you can drop on your dome. Off the ropes he goes this time. Nicely done. Corkscrew plunge to the outside. Gut wrench from Dalton. It's amazing to see how getting dived upon generally wakes an opponent up. At least momentarily. Oh. Castle fighting for all he's worth out here on the floor. Suplexing Andrews into the guardrail, legs first. Smart strategy to injure the legs of the champion. Oh, and just a straight up punch to the ding-ding. Duck underneath from Andrews. Oh, Osaka Pro cutter there. Shades of Super Dolphin. Lou Fez press. Doesn't press the advantage into a pin though. Boom, wrist clutch exploder again. Snaps off another head scissor takeover into the corner this time. Nice moonsault, but too close to the ropes. Mr. Bigfoot will put a stop to that pin attempt right away. Dalton again, trying to slow things down. Able to surprise Mark Andrews here and there with more of their flashier, more powerful offense, but I'd say the champion has been in control for most of these 15 minutes. Drop kick to the back of the challenger there from Mark Andrews. Both men up at the same time. Andrews into the corner. Dalton misses a big knee. There it is. Shooting star. 1, 2, 3. Mark Andrews successfully retains the Stardom Junior Championship. Saw his opportunity after that missed knee in the corner. Got that beautiful shooting star off in a 5-star classic defense of the Stardom Junior Heavyweight title. Both men's profiles raised with that one. Hot diggity. All right. And coming up next, we have a tag team match as two proper members of Camp Firefly, Alex Zane and the new recruit, Karrion Kross, are facing the makeshift team of Will Ospreay and Pete Dunne. Now, the winner of this match, already signed, will face the Demon Club's Tony Storm and Penta El Cero Miedo for the tag team belts at our next event. Let's get down to the ring and see who comes out of this number one contender for the tag team straps. Will Ospreay and Alex Zane starting things off. As you can see, the head referee in charge there, Mr. Bigfoot.
Give up. Oi. Oi.
Will Ospreay has that physics-defying moveset. Started as a very flippy individual and has morphed into this strange hybrid of athleticism and not quite power, but certainly impact, I'll say. Like, they're not the biggest wrestler in the world, but they certainly can use what size they have to their advantage, what weight they have to their advantage. As you'll see with a move called the Stormbreaker later, that they're able to hit against any size of opponent. And, like, legit, in real life, Will Ospreay's put on like 30 pounds of muscle during the pandemic and is now enormous. Well, for him, enormous. So, if you're a fan of his, good for him. I mean, fan of Will Ospreay the wrestler, sure. Will Ospreay the person, TBD. As we see the first action here from Karrion Kross, the newest member of the Camp Fireflies. Had that barn burner last month. Or 2 months ago? Who remembers? 2 months ago they were facing, or a few months ago they were facing Roman Reigns unsuccessfully for the GWA belt. What were they doing last month? I forget who they fought. It was a good one though. Big meaty men slapping meat. I think it was Kross and Walter? That sounds right. As now Will Ospreay getting involved. All four competitors on the ground. No countouts, no disqualifications on the floor of the GWA ring. Oh, step up insecurity there from Alex Zane. As we pass the 5-minute mark, this thing's already broken down. Karrion Kross, you can see, returning to the ring as a legal competitor. We are waiting on Pete Dunne, I believe. To see Karrion Kross. Oh no, perhaps we're not. Oh yes, we are. Karrion Kross and Pete Dunne now, both legal fighters. Momentarily now, as both teams tag up. Alex Zane and Will Ospreay now legal. Zane up top quickly. Harlem hangover to Pete Dunne. On their way out of the ring. Something for them to think about while they're on the apron. Chops and forearms. Chops win. Alex Zane coming out on top of that strike exchange. Stalemate as he's whipped off the ropes there by Will Ospreay. Alex Zane continuing to raise their stock month in and month out as part of the Camp Firefly contingent. Stunner there, so they can tag out to Karrion Kross. Pay no attention to the baseball bat in the ring. I don't think it's going to come into play for the remainder of this contest. Pete Dunne seeing his first action. Another guy that got ripped during the pandemic. Not that he wasn't in shape before. Pete Dunne winning a strike exchange, then immediately tagging out. Interesting strategy there. Had the advantage. Chose to tag out to his partner instead of press his own offensive might there. Or demonstrate his own offensive might. By stringing together some more offense. As to see Karrion Kross now breaking Will Ospreay down into a shoulder lock. That looks hella boring, Karrion Kross. And now stealing the Stormbreaker. A Stormbreaker to Will Ospreay from Karrion Kross. The sneaky boy stole his move. I don't even know how to actually do that. Single person Spanish fly into the cover. 1, 2, but Alex Zane able to break it up. Wrong side of the ring to try that pin attempt. Or Will Ospreay might have had him there. Taco driver to Ospreay. Dead center. 2. Almost puts him down. Tags out to Pete Dunne. Gets super kick for his troubles. Head scissor takeover to Pete Dunne this time. Alex Zane is on fire at the moment. Flipping drop kick. Snap suplex now to Pete Dunne. The bruiserweight being handled. 450 splash, but Will Ospreay right there to break up that pin. Barely a 1 count. Off the ropes he goes. Pete Dunne being sent into the Camp Firefly corner. Smart move here by Alex Zane. Keeping Pete Dunne on this side of the ring. Another flipping drop kick there. What athleticism from Alex Zane. Head scissor takeover again. Another drop kick to the face. Pete Dunne with a backbreaker. Alex Zane had enough. Tagging out to Karrion Kross now. I think he just got tired of beating up on Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne there, tripped up. Just punched in the back of the head by Karrion Kross. Content to take their time. There it is, the Saito suplex. Pete tries to power through, tries to fight it off. Able to send Karrion Kross to the floor. Unfortunately, it doesn't work to the advantage of Pete Dunne because Will Ospreay comes in and he can't tag him. Oh, bitter end to Karrion Kross. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was the fall away throwing suplex. That's the thing that Moxley does where he just kind of tosses you. My apologies, not quite the bitter end there. Karrion Kross loves that trip. Off the ropes this time. Big forearm smash to the face. Shot to the back of the head from Ospreay. Kross with the angle slam. Excuse me, the Olympic slam. Excuse me, the angle slam. Depending on who's mad about it. Only gets 2. Now they're going back and forth. Ospreay thinks his super kick will do the trick. Kross counters with a clothesline. Off the ropes comes Will. Trouble in paradise for Karrion Kross. Dragged away from the ropes. Super kick from Ospreay. Kross pops right back up. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Down goes Ospreay. Simple leg trip this time. Ospreay fights off both Zane and Kross. Able to tag in Dunne. Dunne and Zane now, the legal combatants. Ospreay helping Dunne there. Back and forth they go. Uppercuts and chops. Super kick from Zane. Wins that argument. And now Zane's got a... Oh, taco driver, middle of the ring. 2, 3, got him! Alex Zane and Karrion Kross. #1 contenders. The tag team belts. We'll see them in action. Contending for those belts. Next month, Will Ospreay and Pete Dunne unable to get the job done. Alright, that was a nice palate cleanser. As we go in our 2 main events. First up, for the NXT Heavyweight title, Darby Allin, fresh off leading his team to a 6-person victory last month against the Industry, handpicked his opponent representing the Industry, David Houston, to go one-on-one and contend for the NXT Heavyweight Championship. Let's get down to the ring and see what happens. As always, the creature on feature, Señor Sasquatch. Second of 2 main events here. We'll see Darby Allin, David Houston here for the NXT title, and then we'll see Scorpio Sky defending the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship against newcomer and member of Los Ricos, Rush is here. Challenge for that GWA Junior title in our main event. First up though, Darby Allin looking to defend their NXT title against David Houston, one of the innovators of both the GWA in general and especially our junior heavyweight division, though this is a heavyweight title they are contending for now. Not that it matters much. The heavyweight titles are open weight. The only difference is the junior titles have to be contended by juniors. All the other titles can be either. Upper kick to Darby Allin from David Houston. Moonsault pin. 1. Just a 1. David Houston looking to put him away early. Darby Allin able to power out quite convincingly. Not even 3 minutes gone in this one. Straight into an Angel's Wings. Off the top, big splash. David Houston busting out all the hits in rapid succession here. To a bow and arrow submission. Darby, of course, will be looking for that coffin drop, that no-look dive off the top that he misses just as often as he hits. David Houston has a variety of splashes, including this one. Almost puts Darby away. David Houston not working by the hour. Here for a good time, not a long time. Looking to put Darby Allin away as quickly as possible here. Champion unable to get out of the starting gate so far. Another Angel's Wings, La Magistral. Luckily for Allin, way too close to the ropes that time. Moonsaults, too close to the ropes. All of these are very valid. Moonsault off the top to the back. Up again. Second moonsault to the back. Pulls Darby away from the ropes this time. All of this cumulative damage cannot be good for your champion, and David Houston knows it. You see him there, touting himself as a superior athlete in terms of intelligence. Darby barely able to get anything going to this point. Working Houston now into the corner. Houston able to fight his way out there. Moonsault to the back. Dragging Allin away. Another Angel's Wings, third of the match this time. Up Houston goes again. Another moonsault. Misses. I was going to say too close to the ropes, but he didn't even hit it. Pop up. Hurricane Rana pin. 2. Amazing resilience from Darby there. I don't know how he got out of this. It's been all Houston for the first 8.5 minutes of this match. Oh. Springboard time. Springboard missile drop kick to the back of the head of your NXT champion. Round and round we go. David Houston putting on a clinic for the first 10 minutes or so. Darby Allin's got to get something, anything going. Drop kick to the face. Now a little bit of life from the champion there with that snap suplex. Can't really maintain the offense though. As once again, around the world we are sent. Amazing impact from David Houston, rolls him over. This should do it. 1, 2. No, Darby kicks out. Shades of a Kinatawe with that amazing impact, that inverted choke slam from David Houston. Pop up, Hurricane Rana. No, Darby Allin out again. Excuse me. Head scissor into a quick cover with a deep leg hook. Only gets 1. Darby Allin has a hell of a mountain to climb here. Moonsault from Houston. 1, 2, 3. Darby Allin squashed. I'll say it. Pretty much squashed by David Houston. Didn't even get an attempt at a coffin drop. Yeah, and the crowd not too thrilled about it, and I don't blame them. Not much fight out of your NXT Heavyweight Champion, so we have ourselves a new one. David Houston brings gold to the industry. More gold, I should say, as the MLW Championship still resides with that faction for now. Speaking of factions, the unaffiliated Scorpio Sky is going to be defending their GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship against Los Ricos member Rush, a new faction that debuted just last month here in the GWA. Haven't had a lot of success in matches. We'll see what happens. Where Rush sees single competition for the first time, and wouldn't you know it, they get a title shot. Here in our main event. We are going into overtime as we usually do. Here on Thursday afternoons. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. I love spending time with fine folks here in the GWA. Scorpio Sky, a multiple-time GWA Junior Champion, and closely associated with that title since joining the league. Rush, as we said, a brand new competitor in only their second match here. Unsuccessful in wresting the tag team titles with partner Rey Mysterio from champions Tony Storm and Penta El Zero M. We'll see them defending their titles next week. We'll see what Rush does in singles competition for the first time here in the GWA against seasoned performer Scorpio Sky. Rush, as we said, former Ring of Honor champion, so accustomed to being the top champion in a given promotion, but the standard of both competition and champion might be a little bit different here once you're strolling down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. Nice Olympic slam there. Taking Scorpio Sky to the floor where there are no countouts or disqualifications. Crowd slowly warming up to this one. Both men brawl around them for their amusement. Oh, tombstone pile driver on the floor. Rush likes to use those. And a big Ushigoroshi Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky likes to finish his opponents off with a TKO. Rush, I believe, gores people. Nice counter there by Sky. Into the cutter. Both men content to slug it out now. Rush getting the better of that exchange. Big belly-to-belly suplex there. Up top goes Rush. Will he have enough time? No. Scorpio Sky back to his feet before Rush can attempt anything off the top. Another tombstone to Sky. Into a cover this time. 1, 2. Almost gets the pin. Does Rush. Pulling Sky away from the ropes this time. Sky, as we said, uses that TKO to great effect. They're belly to belly now. We're starting to get a little winded. I don't know if either man is overly familiar with the other. Certainly Scorpio Sky less time to prepare for Rush than Rush perhaps had for Scorpio Sky, since Rush knew he was headed to the GWA and Scorpio Sky didn't. Mind you, it's been a couple months. Not a lot of game footage is all I'm saying, as there are lots of GWA tape on Scorpio Sky for Rush to study, but not vice versa. Going back to that belly-to-belly, shades of Triple H Scott Steiner. What is that, like SummerSlam, or excuse me, Survivor Series 2003 or something? One of the worst matches of all time. Well, one of the most boring. Well, one of the most average Triple H matches then, I guess. No boredom here as these men are going fast and furious, back and forth. Oh, big knee strike there. Just a jumping knee to the mouth of Rush, which he absorbs. Not a real good spot to be trying pin attempts there. You kind of want to go east-south, east-west, north-south. Kind of hard to get properly positioned in it amongst those ropes in the corner. Much easier to do east-west, as you see Scorpio Sky trying to move Rush closer to the middle of the ring before sending them to the outside. And they're getting heated. And I think Scorpio Sky might have wanted something of an advantage on the floor here. Given that there are no rules, he can take his time. Oh, big implant DDT. And another tombstone on the floor. From Roosh. A staple of a lot of luchadors' offenses, I feel. Unless it's banned. Depending. Sometimes it's banned. Or like tombstones are okay, but regular pile drivers are banned or something like that. Big super kick out of Roosh. Scorpio follows up with a huge head scissor takeover. Neither man giving an inch here. Back inside the ring they go as we approach 15 minutes of this title contest. The GWA Junior belt is on the line here in your main event. Champion Scorpio Sky, challenger Roosh headed to the top. Oh, the big double stomp missed. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's a big double stomp. This is Roosh's finish. Boom! Nightmare on Helm Street. I think. 2, 3, got him! Scorpio Sky. We're going to find out what that move's called in a second because it's going to factor into the finish. The final cut. That's what Big Show calls it. I use it, or I used to call it the Nightmare on Helm Street, I thought. Innovated by Shane Helms, but it's enough to knock Roosh out and help Scorpio Sky successfully defend the GWA Junior Championship. Overall, a 90 card rating, so a good time was had by all. And how many all were there? Oh no, Luchasaurus again! Man! Well, after that barn burner of a match, I don't, like, I can see why. I can see why. Okay, I did that. I have to change match 2 back to non-elimination. Lucha is out for 4 more months. Yikes. Okay. What else do we got? Then we won titles. Oh, I'm so happy that Homicide won the NWA belts. 44,000 strong once again. Oh, not only did Luchasaurus win, he won that. Oh, poor guy. In that 35-minute... Oh! Hangman Page is the new AEW champ. Kento Miyahara is the new All Japan champion. Scott Steiner and Allison Kay are the NWA Tag Team Champions. Well, you got a new singles champ coming back to your promotion, baby. Homicide. MLW wants something to do with us. I don't need you any... Oh, actually, I do. I need somebody to come in and take this belt. Please. Please. Our promotion is starting to make a name for itself. We're ready to step up our game. What does this mean? When you're ready, think about booking an arena. Oh, baby. Arenas. Okay, our broadcast contract expired, but the new one kicked in right away. Redman. Oh my god, if I keep scouting, can I find meth? Xavier Woods wants money. Okay, I'm gonna make a. There's gonna be a few people. Watch this. Yeah. Woods. Mark Andrews is like, what's up? Okay, Mark Andrews. Oh, just those two. Yeah, I'll have Suwama come in. Why not? Sure. Nice. Maybe I'll have Suwama fight for the MLW title, and then they can take that belt back to All Japan, just so long as it's out of my promotion. Suwama in from All Japan. Okay, so that gives me a lot to work with. That's just notes I'll need. Xavier Woods and Mark Andrews. Let's do that first. Consultation. Xavier Woods. Change salary. There you go. Here you go, bud. Enjoy. And then Mark Andrews. You poor sucker. Stop breaking your neck. Why don't I see you? Oh, there you are. Immediately below Xavier Woods. Woof, we're paying you peanuts. There you go, buddy. Okay, that's done. So we'll save that real quick. And then I'm just going to do my training center maintenance real quick. And everything else I'll figure out later. I like to get this done right away, just so I don't have to think about it. And I can I'm actually going to double check merchandise to see how it's sold. See if I was justified in junking certain aspects and redoing them. There we go, maintenance, merchandise. Oh yeah, I was totally justified. Totally justified. Everything blasted out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna dispose of this. 120 isn't worth keeping. Okay, I will make a whole run of things. Okay, our broadcast contract expired, but if you look, we have a new one that now means we have to perform an event every month. I can no longer take months off, but look at that. 300 grand a month just for putting on our TV shows. That's most of our roster costs just for putting the show on TV. That makes me so happy. Okay, let me send out more scouts. Stoic, Freestyle, Stoic, Japan, and Europe. I don't know who Redman is, but I want to send you back and hope you find Method Man. Is that Europe? Who are they? Who are they? Look for something Redman. There it is, Joel Redman. The physical specimen, Joel Redman. Okay. So a real person. No problem. Alright. That puts us in a pretty good spot, I would say. Pretty good. Alright, let's take care of that. So I can do this and say that's all for me for today. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where and when you happen to be. Wishing everybody out there chill vibes and, for the moment, non-contact high fives. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. I'm going to be back Friday afternoon to fight the good fight against the bad guys in Under Hero. But until then, TTFN. Let's find ourselves somebody to say hi to. Well, let's go raid Lawrence for something to do. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Ta for now. And a boop.